Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power.
About the premise I came because I feel so Jabuso.
Say she, Jabuso meet you.
Oh, I'm people in the phone or more fiber soon is in the Jamaica Germany, the Omoja. They did do the Mompia and Johnny and friend, Ghana and any tobacco there. Sometimes they are near. So my age to the near they do the party. It's like we are building political parties instead of building the nation. You don't know what is happening. NDC Baswa. No more ruling in favor of NDC4. NPP4 Baswa. They are ruling in favor of NPP. No, just say, how the culture is one, they say one factory, and they didn't make a year. When the culture is change for our economy, making again a year. But would they do it? No, they won't do it. Why? Because they are serving their party interest. Now, me sure, no, you are coming.
All right, Medas, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, I'm on this, Mammy. Yeah, my Ghana.
But good morning. More a media no Moncasa, Manamotina Casama, and Penifonati. Usha, a biased judgment now, yeah, politicians. How I want to me on Kadiska almost 20 years. Where I ask some no money, where I ask some no dear. Yes, and also, but want me on this cow or 0 or the assassin of Modia Mobi. And then number one, and see, some more media for no Mancasa, Kana Moya Diana, my phone by you soon. Some Moya Dean, my judgment where I ban dear. Sir, I told again and also the coast of and then I come. Just to say the government face or the Sunny Baya, Malfo Cossetia Bino. And I know the politicians no more strategies. And the answer media for mention of LGBT journal, young can we feel that watching it. So ban where the politics are not bad and so LGBT no Akufado Mutumu. Now we my dean media for my demon can we feel and I buy no AUCN, politicians AUCN. And see so Pacono I say yeah, want to make them no way there. Like I said, these are number one of one of the coso. See what your media for Mamma Yedisa, Moncasa, LGBT, no, Mokawa Assembly. And then, number one, I possibly Mokawa Assembly, my phone on me serious. That's it.
All right, me that's it. Anyway, I was my best is here.
Akwasi buadi akrobato me di wo ho ya pa
na akrobato die se wadan for pano no
eh na nya nchen kura
na odi ne ho ya osen
peace and life production for aside TV series fufuro bia ba watu dini hweso mame the suban akrobato da na di wo mo no evat mi akasa kura je mensem akrobato akọ esirem akọfa ajamusa so mehwe ne kokọ ofuo so ma no abusa ono ne die mienu ajamusa die ba
na yire miensa ubetimi oh je ba ko ndie me na maware na gangam so me mame no afa na mame na we so asha mpapa no afa mame
eni sha hwe okuro bo so sa afa mfra ma wo
one day say wo first wo hu say me ye dwuma wo kumase na me ba na me ye nantwi bebere wo ba fa me enu kora wa
da say akrobato ajamusa ne yire to so mienu no ama
Sabre ye wa hoɔden a ye kwa ye ba no na ye na sabi enakura wokɔ na wo ba no na da asanye na be yade akademo ne saso nti na me se simadu akadi anim no mo asomra ha na ye ni nkomo emfa ya pomden mu na ye di sa nkomo no wi a wankasa ebebo me ba chaw me free hack health care tie di ye hack health care atana ye anasa aseye ene na no pay me no watena se a ye bebo enkomo sima edu me ba cho se wanya ulcer yade a friend se ulcer se wanya bia mo asomra ha esan se sa yade we yade fon pa yade kankan yade akum nipa ba ko pa se according to ayi Ghana Health Service wo mo ba mane se ulcer akum nipa dodo ulcer hankrofo dodo etimpa cho so wanya ulcer mo asomra ha me no di sa nkomo we wie se kimu a ko drugstore bia ben wo ko over the counter bia ben wo ko pharmacy shop bia mu okwa wo so pe hasa mesa and hasa capsules tiedini ye hasa mesa and ye numba mu ne de tu osase osa no wo so ye katawere unim katawere ye kasa katawere ade na ni aden se wasiw so ache na nkwa wonom hasa mesa hasa capsules so a me se wo se osa no ebeko ti ha yeken osa no eyarefo na yakani se yaya nkofo mi so eyare adabi osa adwudwu ni pagu dem osa mankofo kadam ne osa nti ena nipa bia yesoro ha osa nti ena obi aye fita hunu a asantini sisa nipa asa wabofunu me pa cho fata me wo yade ni nti na no payi me no asiana tie ye number na gu aye ahimfie TV so no fa na phrase sie ye mpanimfo se ukoto ya duro ni se hwim ofra yen ye ma wadidi ho akwankyere mind you say me se so onya osa enya aduane bia na atimi die onya osa aduane bi won ma wudi enya yie wudi fruit bi so a wudi so enya yie etia no wasa no so sa ma me pa ye number no TV no so je na friend ye mo ento ankomo no so 0240 23 83 10 me pa choba me sisu bi ma isa se nya me pa 023 83 10 anase 0203 822 855 me pa choba mo number no tro ni yem isa se nya me pa se ukura eye pen ana woni pipa wo de fa phone no na twa number no ewa ahimfia TV so sisi e fra ya mpanimfo meka hack healthcare aye adokota fo kukudama wono mabokwi awapomdi mojoso ade ne wono makaba mu a wono de sa hasa mesa ene hasa capsules do ya ba yese na fatu osase mama nkan so se osa no bacteria friend say H pylori wono mo na empempi no wono de sa yade we ebre nipa osa yade ebre nipa na meka sisu dia tra say sa H pylori na meka ho asam no a wono de osa ne ba no he wobetima fa bia fitie fidan so wobetima fa bia fi adwaye nyina ena nkofo efa osa firi ho sabre ya wunya nsi ufie nwe ya wona nkofo ena ehye adwaye ba ko bomu wona nkofo na ehye toilet so bomu ye H pylori and obuon so making us an aba. Obuon ma us an aba so one woni ampe one abrosa so wakwa so wako. Can so say obuon ma no us one esuo ntantanta mane hu so nya osa. Enti misraw manu si ya ko pharmacy shop bia mu wo so samesa and hasa tie asane yo mahudu bebre de kan ejodo na osa maka kire so mesesu bia mu a kire wo mesi diodo na osa na de ewa wo yafunu no sei no unya severe back pain de bia bo se na yafunu na yo ya wo yafunu timi ya sa de bia beto yafunu bia mu ekoye hu yi enu e fense diodo na osa no tie peptic ulcer so wo ho wono so ye ulcer no abosu ba kono no wondo o ya function ni nyina na tia peptic ulcer ne say ye wo say ya okuku say de bia na hyehyew oboni severe heartburns etia ensu amakonimu nyankopon bo ni nsuo ba wiase no wonfa amakontu nsuo mu da na so nko akonum nsuo a na akoko ho hyehyew ene fense peptic ulcer no na tie peptic ulcer no nko according to World Health Organization omu global burden diseases omu sabe omu yeye no omu si enipa worldwide areas nyina no enipa over 200,000 ana peptic ulcer no nko a o eku omu eto ananam onse do eti wodofo me se ulcer kum nipa anopa isa wonte ya me se ulcer ekum nipa wodi ya ne se anopa ma no si ya no quadrasto bi e ben wo pharmacy shop bi e ben wo o se papa o te drasto yi maami ate drasto yi me ba beto ulcer duro no wono wo be yi ama eye hasa mesha and hasa capsules for number this is here nko enim 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 afei 0203 822 855 mbacho tie ye duro no to a ye mpanimfo so to a mfa wo penom wo dia ne so de fra number na media ma no o ba ba no ma fra number na media ma wo no wo wie so a ye ma wadidie ho akwanche woni se onya osa me se nya duane bia na atimi di enya futu bia so na atimi die tie so obi nya osa ye ne wo niam ba ko mienu miensa e kire se wo asomasi anasa wo benten wanya osa e ba sa na wada ho so tie se wonya osa ade we na uhuo uti etimi ya oya papa uti timi pai wo saa ene your friend say eye osa severe headache na utimi nya obinya osa wontimi na obinya osa say ya he de bia no osintintin kofo ada no kwa osintintin obinya osa onya lower back pain wo chika say timi ya oya say ya osa timi ya osa obinya osa ne mfi ha say no de bia na emu ya ne ya because H pylori mo wana ya kom mo asem no baabi obefa obodi mu bia na oja kurotu ho ada na odofo tra no mo ama osa ayosa unya osa atetentesuo bebre unya osa wote ahoro bebre unya osa wo digestion ye very poor aduane a wadi ni best 3 hours 2 hours akese kaduane etimi digest anasa timi yam yenti no obehe na wo se puguba sabi unya abo aponche wo ye nipa ne ba wadro eye hasa mesha and hasa capsules koto binom afetia ha se wonya osa say ya he de bia no ayemre wakoma no ebo se kim wakoma no bon ten me se osa yare fon eti doctor me de manu sie no magana fronti ase se osa duro tatahwe a se Food and Drugs Authority for jatumo eye hasa mesha and hasa capsules na me di sie no enei oyo oba o ma kwada no for lactating mother onum bia wa ye fa wo ntimi num bi afei oyo opemfo so ntimi num bi afei oyo akwara wunyanya nfinse dum yenu kroso a wonum bia wo so wa ye fa wo ntimi num bi Food and Drugs Authority say Ghana wo wonya osa no eye hasa mesha and hasa capsules no na bebo na ene wo kumase na wo paya dro bi atu aton se wo pa bi ato anom no okọ PFA pharmacy ya watafo new road ubenya dro bi ato okọ kwalenak eba ubenya dro bi ato sanso enene okọ eye Costa pharmacy ubenya ye dro bi ato sanso na Osons so ye dro abode wo honom okọ dan heba afe okọ Ferdimans heba ubenya enro ya meka ho asemi ubenya bi ato no anom onom a osa no away obi a wanya yemkuro wadro eye hasa mesha and hasa capsules me ba so nana enkrafo wo mfa adumadi ni agokra Udu Kingsby runabout sisi ameka say ya. Nana ya omo biet mu a won mu hwa himfie TV. Na ene ankrafo mo de money chemo Okanshi drag lane. Tie ne ye pa. Okanshi drag lane. Udu ono mo a baabi a me bobo so okwa obenya sa no bi ato. Okanshi drag lane ene udu ani chemo angel herba. Okwa tenatet. Okwa repass. Okwa halos. Sam ya ma bobo so nya okwa obenya bi ato. Mankasimfo. Wo mankasi ma me pa so okwa Jeff herba. Okwa ubenya yadro ebi ato. Wo so am wata kwa anopai momfo mani nchemu awo owas abibidro fie okwa ubenya bi ato. Afe enkokọ foso no modu mani nchemu Isaac Drugstore ahonso yadro aheta ho ubenya bi ato. Na mede ma no sie no me se Ghana ni awutie mie. Ghana ni awutie mie. Me se asa kum nipa. Asa abobọ nipa gu ho. Asa ba mo atantantan. Asa enei obetima mo ye fita agbofunu de wonim no obekasa se bi wonya ace enye ace na yo osa na yo sa enti me pa chodofo empanyi se kasa tenten entopanko me de manusi edura wonom na de atu osa na se hasa mesa and hasa capsules ye empanyi fo so oto edura yi a frɛ number no frɛ ye ni enche so obesisi anu maduro no afesu nya duane bia na betima di anya foot bia so na betima di wo ya ne sanso a Osa no ebeko tentem ama ho ato me disie no your number na me tu jana phrase si ane enko 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 anase 0203 822 855 Ghana for me damase nyankopon hira mu nyina dasane ye besanso hia yakramo
106.1 Ahimfie FM Etiefo asore na ni mi tie Nana Kwadwo Jantuah e wa Ahimfie 106.1 FM na me se hwe no Ahimfie TV lokre ba akopɛ
akwasi buadi akrobato me di wo ho ya pa
na akrobato die se wadafo pa no
ya na nya nchen kura
na wodi ne ho ya usen
this and live production for aside TV series so bia ba watu dini hwaso mame na subanya akrobato da na di wo mo no in fact mi akasa kwaje me nsam akrobato akọ esirem akọfa ajamusa so me hwe ne kokọ fuo so ma no abusa wono ne die mienu ajamusa die ba
na yiru miensa ubetimi ho je ba ko ndie me na maware ena gangam so me ma me no afa na ma na we so asha mpapa no afa ma me
ani sa we okuro bo hiru so sa afa mfra ma wo
one day say o first o ho se me ye djuma o kuma se na me ba na me ye na ntwe bebe o ba fa me nu kra
da sa akrobato ajamusa ne yiro to so mienu no ama akomie mia na akobobọ no ha ende ajamusa ko che no na the shasi kanya wasi anu na nanam se wallahi wadi bechicha akrobato te se de bechicha akrofam
no bechi bia obesi mbachitao tade matodua
na akwase buanti akrobato ede jamusa koma jujuwu na be se kuonku no
se woko na woko dwene ho na ne wo pese wo ya ne se kunuma me na Ambra.
Se ejabusa so free esemu ba no. Wode abosum na bai. Ejakwa ye hu isu. Bosum no ha na beku no nyonko.
Aba ha sha ma no ba ye djuma. Obaje me yere wa free me shem. Wa sha fa me ko duro so. Wanim sa aduro de me ma wono. Wa ye kahie.
Hey, serious no be fe papa.
Oh, fe papa. Se free peace and life production. Da wo produce akrante kwan na na mutumi.
Ashanti oni mamede. Obi wa wudi e wa mfa sha koma no. Aso abayi
so obi wa ye be si wa yi
wa she dia ni mo wa mama yi na bo wa mama yi ma bi sha wa no wa fa ncha wa bele mi sha mambele yi
bedu ade me kai bedu me se jai ama me kwa so ye nya na sa
hwasuma me series
baby show na fa to hot so na efe pa e true story wo be hwe no obi asini fie so obi be hwe so ma no na wakwa akwaji dudu ama sabio wodi bejimi efie wura no let say na de free so no no afefie no wa le bi chire
mo se me kwa da wo abofra wo di mi di agro e dey asem je kwa no me wo sa kwano we da wa kike o je kwa no me fa boni ni ma ye papa ye fa boni ni wo dey abata ma kon wati we dey me na kan ba sen kan me gisa fo no so se dey o si pi e bu nya ho brase kwa na wo dey atia me no awu me se me kwa me ya fo Mr. Bata music kiki wa malaba
Shasuma
me series
NDC a friend no Yaw Isham Al-Hassan Bonsu. And then my special guests. I'm in the Between and Como on everything. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
I don't be at the Metias.
You think I'm here? If you want more, Abre. After Befa. But then apart from that, I won't catch it. So, open so frame me, I be frame me. Maybe can bo kwadu. So we present frame I be frame. Say me number only me number. And the be can eachiri asem. But so we. Mate. Anyway, the last time I tried to do nkomo pa na your papa sapon. E kayon. Ana ye di nkomo bebre. And on kayon when was the president to cry the photo be at so maybe your first comment on these things. Dr. Samuel Sapon and other people say at photo be at their mom, but what they not been and young can go for you. I mean anniversary we are thinking about Dr. Samuel Sapon, very instrumental and unfortunately. Your comment.
And this is for my Jibra Mutia.
I don't see MP before.
Say, oh, my Jandam, Guardian Michel.
And Auntie Agana Fonso.
A yellow share, yeah, offer, Yadina, on a was a sapon. I mean, starting one also because on Nana. Sene United is a near be a party more. Or come on watch a party no edition from PNDC, AFRC, KEDA, Zero for Office, KMA, and others. Apparently, you will be a na send your work on my ben. Na meneno kuta hudi a question. In fact, my namun chu crass me baby original chairman. We put to focus about Tina. I don't know incident in the sea, you know. You copy bonus a hammy, you know.
Right.
Go number who say, would do bonk a CB a chuchu. Say, and candy pa bra bohua, and so in ye. The Beccan say, Yakopon fan a cry, and see if I may. Now, make a way I can be, say, Obi ko koye party adwuma ana abai adwuma na oto mpofunu wo se ya na foto bi a ebebo bia no na sese nipa yema ye ne di achi yema ye ne di achi because ye ya wo party nim ana se abai na ba ewom akọ ewom aba ewom ya ho ya ne bebo foto no kura bi wie na akodi okobrani yo na wa makwanya mana anya adwuma.
Right.
Because Mahunu be pay. The India make us who be paying say, Minkai, in a yao. Come on, now, you didn't share party t shirt or a sentiment. Na minimum penny fubin and num. In 1995, never got 96 elections. I was Tafu Methodist Park and so. In fact, ye jamu, and Yadian will be a query. A son send a marant and a good guy. Na pick up near 3. The Dugonana attacking. I started here.
Some with the name intensive.
Papa, in your group only. Almost see from almost.
Table, the table, ni be. The table ni be on the car form. To a car form, nice, say, or baby. If I car done and it will be a basset, yeah, baby, say, woman. Now, group on will Phoebe and it matter is in the opposite. Total filling station be on a cheap Phoebe. Ura with them, Ura silly.
ti o mo we no na siri no bu no bai
oh
ni ade a si no ahmati mu na o mo ekun group ni then president e bai e ma pankro no school park ho ho na de da group ni ko sie ne kama ye bibia photo a ye boy ya yesi amano dan whatever enura chi another 3 days any group on yeri share in fact very sad
chinsi
that is why I make us say ye can some say ye be e ama asumasia na ya ebidi ye ho say ya anya no kwafo a e bia na wo koye adwuma kra ma oman no ana a political party a wo don a ho ya na otwetwe wo na ase mpese obaye ne wuni wa oyire ne wo ma samble na woda ho na ye besie wo no ade obi abeka se oh mamu wori wo ho si ajabi tiase aya na etare da bisia da se ntina o ka wona bo samwa sapo asema ne ka se o mampanyi foto a wabon eden ya contribution beko eden ya be foto ni begina ba ejina sapon abuaje ya election director amane buama alaji muntala atese yehwese babi asese ya deto na ne ma no be fili se so papa ti asanka we no mbenya no omotimi anya omo de omo kra na atu amagana ade ana omo koye ne ya ade a na ebeboa magana afa ne ntoma pa fra ne ensu a ese ya ede yale ahodo ma Ghana fo enu dwumade no omo kodi ye kwa ebrentu amanfo ese no enu dwumade na ka omo kodi ena we esi obi bia saada no okohobi no se oye part of the photo na ya bono menyi ni se o de bedi agro me ne the regional minister we lead the team ya for people no o free people na se e fra cost for no so no eno ko ate se me free o hai e na ntia ko regional coordinating council
ewa
papa na o tala won se de o furu bia na ye ko to se ye papa no ne ye nuano egugu wa o mashi nti eye mu papa na mu to papa na o mampanyi atu na mampanyi wo tim papa ene wo de atu sa na mo but ono mbe da no o mu nhwe se mbe ma o mampanyi tim po no ati ma ye adwuma
interesting mene honorable Yao Isham Al-Hassan Bonsu current NDC Ashanti regional organizer and hopefully the Ashanti regional chairman of the NDC and Nitrogen and Common. And I'm talking about the Intia Emma Sajumedi and Kosono. We are still talking about that same thing, which is Galamsey. It's something that I was expecting because Uchi the Okujata Black Mukaya at that time on Galamsey Nes Anyumana. I was thinking Senka NDC Gomamu Munsama Mukai NB and HSA the way Amukrama Shishan was and Galamsey will be too asiano. And let's listen then we'll talk about it.
As we speak, so also is proposed to ruthlessly end the menace of Galamsey, which poses an existential threat. As we speak, Ghana Water Limited have put out statements that at this rate, in the next few years, we'll have to import water. They say the Pra River is gone. The turbidity levels are at a level that does not even allow them to treat water. So as we speak, Central Western region, parts of Greater Accra, water crisis. Only the NDC manifesto is pledging a ruthless combating of this menace, which poses an existential threat. Clearly, when you listen to the Western Regional Minister, you listen to MPP parliamentary candidates and MPP stalwarts, their regional chairman and all of them. They are complicit. They are neck deep. And I listened to Mr. Erastus Donko this morning, and he said that, look, it is the ruling party officials who have just made this fight worthless and useless because they are complicit. They are the real people who are behind the Galamsey menace. You need a new government that will come and confront this menace because it doesn't make sense. A whole government with a national security apparatus. You have DISEX, MISEX, RECSEX, all the security councils, DCs, regional ministers, police commanders, NIB officials, national security operatives, and all of them are saying that they are helpless because of unarmed Ghanaians. Even if they are armed, can they match the billions that we approve in Parliament every year for national security? And see where we are. See where we are. Look at
FM 106.1.
Honorable, Okudita Black Canana Oka, Momo Manifesto, no, and you use the word ruthless. Ruthless, yes, yeah, Fancho. Ibekonu Mungamu. Say, this will be a Galamsey under NDC. 1 year, 7 months. West.
William Lassie, I'm saying, Uti Casana, Uti in here, and Uti, your company, John Dramani Mahama, not Oba, and the NDC Nibia. We know one statement, I reckon say, you can say, a bit mining. But I can say, we provide responsible mining. And I buy you so you 2 and more before say and a mono a yana mompa. Now, if you be a mensa, send a na okuja to Case MPP and penny for party, whatever no way. Untiming Case about by Munya Yankrophobia, almost home. By a just say the 2 only. Among penny say a quiet bridge to amount for a seven. You make sure say you have a home by. Yes, you know, I say, now cover a case first and Nanema agents. Oko Umabia, Nanema agents. Baby, and I asked if him cry, I say, Oko a crew from a manchimoa. Sa in sooner down, not say cry. And this is Baba, and we ain't mean Casse, and I mean to mean Tranca say, ya two are say. Ya ye ama and the Okosa manchim is sooner. Ubi a cobia and say, and this a person, and yet a drew now one day a year sooner and let us what a cry. Because you make sure say, so one hour the John Dramani Mama Bay a president to cry. Now who says you are, Yabacho. So one hour for a simu, and I was so yet the national chairman of the party, we are John Mahama, or no one Casamu cry, Yabacho, or Shashagana Fobo. One I would say, Unsro Bia, we are say, a quine over to Galamsey. Now I say, quine, Yabacho, in your Jantuah. Mining and yet, and then a mining started. Bumping and leave free say you are more yet to quite binano. Not and then answer or moon chair and first and not almost gather and sell almost a sack good no not almost a cotton. Meaning this affairs and not good and my garners can lie into good. Banne, si can bread bonnet a shaman former. Ensure or nims or no or qua vortic kutan. Obia or nims or no, Sanso no, no, cost a lot mamma chromiska. Yaba, a buy me, minty minka, other regents. You're a regional minister, they say, Ama, Nail say, National Formal Reclamation Committee. Ya jai forest no ama and can force only bit mamma permit to be called forest in Mukakata, so na bibiasa. By farmland, in Suho, a quiet home, regional minister, Emma Timmy Krata say, Yankokata, ye quiet the media for United Chili, police dear chira, Yastatia, Yuguswa, ye kata, Amananaso. And until I won't soon be over, Yankasa, I fit dear, but I said, and not, at this Miller, I didn't make a goon.
You couldn't hear police for a cheap no mutu.
Even agenda 111 never dances.
No much you be.
Oh, yeah, you be.
Much wine.
In fact, Tim Nicoyan, the Tia Cataso. Tim is our quality no be a Juma, Imo. And now much and a worker or a Juma. So, yeah, what can Emma police or what police and my a nipa.
2 weeks in the party saying she any movie as I know and say Mugu so but instead of need the yes,
but say, what's your company speech be? Well, see, you're quite failed the war, yet cheap or more muko deeper. It's yet cheap or more, you should see being a Juma and one Casana or don't go. So who prosecute now they know. Example, we say, I'm
such as a man and MP before cow, ye chimpanny for ye and chimpanny for ye, nim joy. Are we saying, say, for example, Yera, near Ancasadam to meet them because of lack of proper monitoring? And see, I am for none to mean you, Munkanjum said they are also responsible. Because I'm sure says I walk because see me die wa agenda 111 assassin as well. Can I bet him did you mean me children?
Oh, sir, oh, sit down, see, so we see guy only. Over the building permit, what place. On to from Galamsey, illegal miners.
And Petemusa, honorable Pajamu. Only at the Petemusa, agenda 111 will be a chimtinana. Nano Yuraka say, will be co assassins who are crowd to make us say, me do 2 fontam cassia. And you are saying, say, and yes, say, which assassin are quite dear and yet giving 2 weeks as him.
One say a quabontana. Nanka ya wa kasana nye o manibia. Kabu say you do. One more amu ye kimpins no. Di so benya no site. Eti we no enya omu. On say sana na bi kra na de ma no. Akwada no ntri mo na na di say na na so mesi na de ma me. Eki say onya kimpin no akaso me ne na na so mesi tena ase.
But ultimate responsibility, why don't we ask Nana say, Nana was no minerals in the air by nation tea? Perhaps they need to answer. I said, the piano, Muja, Muna, Omo, Yedomu, epe. I don't know, and I'm running here.
I have a him fee. Na senka. Ucha kunyem, so hini. Na when you would know him casa. Unse a question. With me, no Akasa. Enemy, me afana. But that's an amino in Casa.
Said to me, Nama. To me, Nama. To me, they say, Mona Moshe, Yadi, and so my you. Say,
you, now I am quite sassy. And they say, if you be near and fairly this or man and no more. And no one best out quite yea. It's in a do beer near to 2 America, near Kodan. Say, you call her A, B, C, D. Meaning, say, you are. Regional minister, one or any aiding common about Kura, if we say Sani man Ecoso. They say a higher bontinti, and yen seminary bit me account for that. But may show was say, Jumadina ye dino. Uncle Anna to my accounts of the year. Then say a fee and corner we no. Naya Catama be swa. Give him say, so be Cobia na watch at a bar. But my friend say a coya. Omudia, Papa assassin. Obo say, hey, Massassi must hang the backy. Or my Yamashi. Say, Timamufono, Motivono, and yet pen over say, or Massassi.
But it's uncle for Sako, Mopamu, Momsako.
Only the TV. Yapamo. Yeah, the machine, Akata assassins. As I said, monitoring.
I wonder what's away.
Some monitoring now, a year Juma for Babia Yakatano, or Mono Koya. If say, Yadi, machines are Yakata baby, Amanasa, Amasako, Bako, I couldn't I had a good 4 BN. You know, say, so, yeah, with a brand new. So dear, with a brand new. Because I buy Mboka and Kokata, dear one Casa was sent. Now one son was a Uka could get him Corona.
And to move at the moon, Yanipa now, yes, I'm only D.
To see, I mean, look at a metraka say as soon as I know Bentia. Na me know any ye or illegal miner. Only paper, only identification. Tis a watching. And as I see a yamia money, watching Palami and Sa Omudumco deeper. And they say, oh, my acquire on one way. Meaning, say investigators.
About investigation, dear check. A moment, dear, dear, we are in 10. Yet me, your chip penny, dear, fast. But we say, yeah, I bet 2 1 man to crisis investigation.
Legal minor. Or identification. And this Oko Minerals Commission, gravity no bones, I contaminate, and what they knew. In this year, Casa contaminate and say, I invade Daimua. Oko Fanny, the owner of the contaminate, with me only. But will be only Cratano. The share ding.
Okay.
So you say, oh, house number. What I say, and you won't mean that. What I said is, I say, Nana Jantuah, Eddie.
I'm just sure, say, Munya woman, you 20 years, we are not from Mahamu. Say, Yachintibia, Joy, you will be pursuing Namuchina, illegal minor. Then once more 2 photocopy, Namdinatum, bear 20 years, be my. I'm hoping to meet me. Near the master example now, house numbers and a problem. Yeah, you're better, Pamma. Many honorable Isham and Hassan Bonsona, Edgerton Como. President John Mahama, I'm sure say Ashanti region. And by the way, you better my basso because no say she walk quino. So many years, Makoso. No say bosom chin, Kofi Joe, Akoso, and me whom Yamia Bibra Muguso, na I stored. What should NDC expecting free moho by 2028? Because minimum some persessela motra baimu. And yes,
about the Yanya see a birthday say. You say about one child, less no be about 2 bunch of 1 year. Yeah, you miss
when you abre.
You miss a child, yes, 2 bunch of year. Oshe, a Juma Rajon Ramani Mama Airbo in Asante Mamuha, a bro again and Tiaseso. Yeah, by yes, legacy project ono John Dramani Mahama eja toa abarada na ntoaso ende abanda da ne dia uja toa wan toaso ya common fund no ya twa legacy money bi omo a ya fan complete program projects na wo no ya ankasa ya dia ye because ohwe maya developing no se meba na mse ko you gan to ahonya mefe nti obae no koto adiwe me yusu Ghana na ye boneka Ghana na ye se no emfaso anka na ye benya no yenya ye ba ye nurses ya ye ba ya fa bia ebi kura aka akiri se hospitals a ye si ye no sa abara na complete ye na agenda 111 enko na beto ye fenso en ye be complete ya anka SS bia enka akiri ewo Ghana Mamuha. Nina ye a Makwaima unemployment association be a baby.
Right.
A beam, Oko, a swam run about MPB freeze not a 0%. And say, would they need the HD? And ne, ya started a good cotal. You say, now run about like I say, T4 and the Yatabac were freeze. But the 3 interchanges in a war, Mercu, Takwa. Na bushekuru junction no nyina ne ka afaso ma dia ompanya ni wo ekwan no se ma kwan no yi a
no kra de mama ye 2 kra nke epe one jawo mu kra
enti
ma anya kra nke nya hwe
enti ye try your best say ye betimi ama ayaye
na de chairman ka say 2024 be wie na mo ye bi kra ma ye 2 kra na anu mo tete ho so me de ma ya de mo ma ye 1 kra e be fa so
ye boy homodin say
yeah.
So she Asante Maya say and yes capital Accra could be Accra Asante Maya say be capital and nekura Accra e choku no mpani ka say me say obehwe senka reallocate institutions in bi
wow
inti reallocate institutions bi kura ba asantema mu a kebeba no na infrastructure se wo ha ne bibia wo ha bia na ya tutu ni yi
maybe obey chairman na no aboa enti ne no kan se ye kope visa na ye tu kwan sa kra na nkran kwan ni na ye kun yi o maybe under the chairmanship of Isham no na ye beba na visa ye kwa ha ye fa kire dum ha British visa ni ade American visa yenso ye ma bi mra ha because yenso ye fata
asema ukaye na ye me de se we are the leader of the ruling party concentration is the development of your region so concentration here eno a boama nipa uni wo mu ebe kasa se o party ni ye wo makono no e makwan bo mu se ampa wani wo se opese wasante mai irrespective of baby ofiri aha and be away the leader of the party na say political party no ye okuta position wo se e boana ye ma asante mai fa na tuma pafra asante mai ye fa o hwe wo che onu se me penso yi me mrantie no etima bo modern manema etima yi mani so ade mu no pa ne se me free asante mai na me di obi ba me ka se me de ne ko mikro na enne se me ka se me si me free so ya lai ha pa to bukancha ko tale sa to me fie gate ano and so
because nano me kwa akra pa mani wuyo maybe wo akra betim do na sisi form sa jese ai
enti
boni ben
ye pese ye boa na ye gusu a ye boa o hwe Ghana ana Asante Maya development akesi bia na papa bia ba Asante Mamu bia aye NDC abai NDC ye nyene se Asante Maya we want to abam from my NDC kase
he said muntimi nkasa
he said muntimi nkasa
muntimi
but listen say omu ya na omu yi aye
okay
ko ye saye yi onu mu a omu claim say region yi omu de aye no go area for other political party no omu ba no mafa region se nwa ye nya hwemfirim ba ye ya ye ni abre say ye pese ye we ne region so no ye NDC region no so for liar omampanyi kofo kono na fund bia anya den ena ho NDC aban under Professor Moss ena e be pay fund ya so for liar eti bibia
mu wie maye na che mu wie na che ya bre ade enko a
so for liar enye wo a onim se ye wie ya obia nim se ye wie akase e be to aso aba be kwai rana ba na abesiji na yatoa double no
obe chama be yama ya na se so person okay
sikan kutami na me na me yenti se yami bona be chama na me be kishi o se
so ye presidential staff ko asi president mpacho be kwai kwan no ye hwe na ye nyema yema ko me ba be campaign no
se wo ye staffa o limit
be ka go maso me
se wo be chairman wo no o kasa se wo na wo de ne be ko campaign.
Okay.
What I say?
That's the difference.
Now
what say near dinner will be to me a day a President John Mahama ba na okay President John Mahama de over campaign na and as I'm per time
party ni womra Ghana womra
ona boy sham per time
Mr. Party ni womra me some party some Ghana.
Yeah.
Se Ghana mra ema omampanyi John Dramani Mahama kwanya. Me se no.
Oso ompe. But that is still more pushing.
No se Ghana mra man kwanya. Oba Yesu ay Mustafa.
Yeah.
Se me say hallelujah. Se party mra ema ne kwanya. Se me party organizer me chairman adi. Me se no why. Don't do no say ebia omampanyi John Dramani Mahama dwumadi a odi ma Ghana no. E free say ye mani wie.
Okay.
Na se me no mi nyina gitum se ye mani wie be boa Ghana. Ti se bi obi a o ba ifo. And obeka se ompene ma no enkoso. Ba ebi a na sunsun pe ba honam so emre. Ono onya anka bi a obeko tetem. Ba bi a na wedie mu no. Emwa.
So I emre. Wa bre.
That is the point.
Ko campaign kwa mo campaign kra na e anu ma bre the whole Ghana say.
Se campaign e ye no. in 2024 every city every starting yeah program let's say constituency be a 34 areas 4 areas no yeah specific area we any who say or to the whole nation no so we are for ebe ha adwene nti ebe limit ni 2 e ka 2 bia bu mu oni specific people bia e be se oni o makasa so constituency bia o si bia no o touch 2 areas and yes categorized into 3 campaign ono national chairman and a vice what I say nti baby e o ba ya want me anye bia no na o mo makaso akwa nti bread
wo mo
no we di mo papa
nyezi na mo kra abra ma bra wo krum ha ne na sefo so mami mbusa o for 5-year term limit no so
papa because
Jini Akufo Addo ye 5 years and come back.
No problem.
Say no problem.
CIA ko yo.
Akufo Addo na 5 years and come back.
Problem ni o mama because
Sham.
CIA ko come na ka be di ache. Banka e de ya be ko ye no.
Nje come ni ku ye.
Ba na wo ye ni yesu a. So ni be di ache.
Na the way amusi ye manyo semi ne 5 years ne 4 years mpokura to be a twa ya.
Ba ache ya na distraction also. Say I see a man 4 years. To try 3 years and the following year na campaign season start.
But President Mahama me who said you don't even need 1 year to change things, and credit to him. He didn't need 1 year to change it. Ghana for friend and send Kaomenya on quarter term. So 5 years. Maybe our person or day another term on the piano. But with the 1 year no. Aye. Now so you be a better house. Oh, 8 years.
Fair dear working. Or no. Or see we 1 year now 2 years. Whatever ye be or my mother. And Paul Bass was sure say we in 2 years as I will develop Ghana. And it means that so 5 years. Now 1 year no babe can one. Or bet me the year another.
Na say do be you watch them. I watch me the 1 year. I am 3 years class so bit me aye.
And in China 5 years and a bar. We will go 5 years no say me go 5 and to us my bread.
O tell me na Nebukadnezar bi NDC for man make kamu wa hawo timo de mo de mum pushi
anamo no aye tiro ni bana ye nam no se ti osisi nia environment your phone e wo wonko if you titi wo wonko school a wo ko ye nko
right
ba bia wo di agro enkunti ye hiase ya agire no enche da nyepe obi a we nyansa dodo nti se dia konya no ma wo na wo tra so pe e ti se bi obi a owo special entity bia or one kai and the bonus me catch a man for say me ABCD and this are international say onye hunu krata egu nanim onye hunu say ahonto aba on to light on to kania on to nsuo odidi kwa na fe na adwene asesa onwini nchiri ma ho obi a wonim say kwere bia nto ba me wo no na won te say what you want wa hwene ma me abla bo hwene papa abla bo say omo bre pa o mama nhwe se memma me maame dimpa mama papa dimpa saa nipa no wona mo ototo ne ne ma yiye se de be ya e be bon nipa na ebusa san hwan bani esi asomasi bani samle no asomasi no tifio na obi e kopa asomasi na yeden ahwe saa nipa no so be di Ghana so saa nipa no so be kuta position o mre
obeye national chairman regional chairman of NDC e de na be ama NDC ama ye so ye NDC for no ye nya so mfa so because so be chairman na wa ban na wo so a ye de mpuntu ye sum sikedwa nti be NDC regional chairman e de na betimi ai
enia mama starting free ye sum sikedwa asem se obeye regional chairman wa Santimamo ade a obeye abo asikedwa ama emu nipa atim na obia hunu se wa ban o time office no wabo ama ne ba ti so be se impuntu yedie enkoso ebeti atise wo Asantemamo wo be se pepeyo ebe ye adwuma e wo Asantemamo se wo de ne mo we yina gugu akwan mu na wo hwe se ministries departments bibia wa ban no e de asi wo se wo munye bibi omunye NCS Asantemamo se woni di a kira se political header ebe boa ma ne ma ti ba sa ne ma ni nyina no esan se ye wo hu nim de kakra when it comes to assembly concept ye ti ase nti sɛ woyɛ municipal district chief executive a odwumadi ɛte sɛ wodi ma asanteman ɛne wo banyam no memeki sure sɛ wobɛyɛ memeki sure sɛ ɔmfa asanteman ɛne mu ntwitwiri fam ɛba saa obi biara wɔwɔ asanteman mu no ne wɔnya mfasoɔ ebiem the regional minister of the region sɛ mene ne ntam twaka anyɛ yie a asantema bɛbrɛ ɛsɛ mebɔ ne kyidɔm na biribi a wɔyɛ bia ma ne hunu sɛ aha wode na si a ɛmmoayɛ ɛwɔ mu sɛ yɛsom asanteman but deɛ wobɛyɛ biara ne sa wo susuasoɔ ɛwɔ wo political party so kɔ political party na ɛde wobɛtena ase as a minister as a DCE nti me mayɛ abusuapanyini a mewɔ fie a mɛdarete affairs sɛ ɛnneɛma bɛtumi ayɛ yie sɛ wowoyɛ wei nyinaa wie a na wo ba bɛhwɛ party mma no a ɔmo na ɛma woyɛ nipa no na wɔhwɛ wɔ mo ɛnɛ ɔmampanyin ɛyɛ adwuma wetumi atena ha bɔ n'aba so a ba sɛ party na ɛwɔ no no sɛ ɛkɔm de party mma no sɛ party ba no nya baabi nyinaa yɛ a sɛ party mma no ho ntɔ wɔ mo a na ɔyɛ no kwa ɛbɛduru baabi no waa bɛsɔ wo nsa na ade abɔ wasom sɛ me Isham Alhassan yɛ abɔ nsu sɛ nyame yɛ ma dom na November 15th adeɛ bɛkye 16th na me regional chairman me make sure sɛ party babia wabrɛ wayɛ adwuma ɔsɛ fada sɛ yɛde ne hyɛ baabi mpo sɛ ne nimdeɛ nnuru sɛ yɛde ne bɛtena office bi koraa at least sɛ sere a manfo bɛsere sɛ wogye ta wɔ ni ase no ɛkɔsi sɛn deɛ nti a meka sɛ ne meyɛ organizer sɛ yɛsi obi nim obi a obi ɛne ɛfɔmfoɔ no ɛbɛn a me ne ɔmo bɛɛkyɛ obi a cause organizer deɛ wona organize obi a nti sɛ organize wie na sɛ party ne ba aban mu sɛ a na asodie kɛseɛ abɛtɔ so ɛbɛ sɛ amanfoɔ ntie me yie obi ntie me yie a wokasa wie a na wɔyɛ jandam wɔ kasa akyi sɛ woyɛ me
ade no kra ba ko pɛ don wala
na woka nya wo asɛm na
no obi yɛ jandam yɛbɛ clarify
na wokasa yɛ me sɛ woyɛ organizer in the party a you are the field operating officer what I say elections biya party ne bɛkɔ ɛwɔ interest it is your responsibility for you to get a number for the party
right
ni sɛ me kɔpɛ number na ma party no a enipa ne bɛhu me more eti sɛ party ne ba aban mu a deɛ ɔmo bɛda ne kɛse paa yɛ wo a wodi w'anim ba kɛse
kɔ boaboa no
ba ansa na organizer so ebe pie no oyɛ ne program wie a or the program ne koto the executive committee chaired by the chairman of the party whatever level eti we are human resources at the adwuma what I say so the chairman is there the vice is there the way so no ache o mabu adwuma na so what I say esan say chairman no o play supervision role enti no say ono kura no wan si form a enhye dan ha adwene but esan say enipa no short say o si form bi na o man role specific role no play and they say we wie adwuma we nyina wie na wo chire mu a ebedu be ka say me na me ye program say obu a on pem me no o be say be ka say ye na ye program say but ni ba ko na be ye program na nipa a chire dimenia party for ye ba aban mu burden on the party people no make us say
pressure
but me try my best as regional organizer and then presidential staffer se metimi asoso ano ebi me esan say na dwuma no as a staffer and political coordinator and say me supervise the municipal chief executives no na o ma report to the minister no me make sure say me municipal chief executive ka say omo exhaust pressures ni bi say na be ya be ma amount for 10% akofom 1.5 years ayeko 2 years ya say pressure na omo de ba no ko aba adwuma efo no so na say eba president so ontimi nya we e so no na dan na chisa hwe party for enye na adwuma no no watu aba de ama no wayi ye mu bi say ye ndada institutions ano enti eye party leadership no ye na say you put things in place na ma party for no a and na man for esre wo no o mu timi to ho menia e bi te say we a leader of the party na ye wa santima mu na ye adwuma on twɛn ma bibi ensi na wakɔ akɔfrɛ media for say mumra na yenye press conference mumra na mukoka ABCD me be chairman me dwumadie from 1 2 3 koma nim nyina no e me ku say I will involve all the media houses we know say we madam fo we ye menua na wonim de yeye anamo bi a mitu bia utu bia asɛm mama me ka nkyerɛ sɛ ABC wo na be ka sɛ mi ko bi sɛ ne wo ba fie ha na wo be ka wa asɛm na obi ye jandam a o ma obi kura anka nkyerɛ wo be ka sɛ da bi oba ha nya sa no kan nti sɛ wo distance wo from the media no a e ma o problem as a leadership.
It's a problem now, eh?
Oh yes. Mimi who say yonko fa papa say da political parties no any media house in it. Aya na ya align some media houses say we mo ye pro party we nipa no. So ye pro party we nipa say o free say dey me be ye no. Eh right na ya dey be boa santeman. Ya dey boa political party a. O ye pro kura do man. Asa mi che wona. Me dem ho ye mfato ho. Me betu ana mo sem ba be regional chairman. As I said, ebobo mpanyimfo ni stakeholders o mo asantima mu nyina mane irrespective of we and the panel. Oh yeah. I meet all the media houses. So yeah, MPP, so yeah, NDC, so yeah, political party. They produce morning show and producer. I meet everybody. Makama asema training pakro. So no one feels as na meka no bibi oba danda no wa ko se na no na asema. Ena menkasa embo bidin. Because me chairman. Say me chairman. Everybody within the NDC party I will need a person. And this me be campaign, me pay position. Na me start ko say me nua no mo ho ana me nua no me no mo na mo a. Me wie ne time why dey ko ya djuma we 2028 election no. Na e bi siesie yentem. Na e di siesie yentem wo sta me mranti am no mo na mo ya. Me obi ani wa wakasa tia me a. Emranti le beso mo respond mo kwan da. What does it? One me nya adwene. E no no na adwene ne se ese se odidi matem. One me nya adwene. Na adwene ne se ese ogu me hu fin. Ba me ne nya adwene. Me ma adwene ne se ese me ka de metimi aya aboa. Amanfo no te ase a. Na me be leader. Yensiesie oni obi antem. E bia na de wo atake no be wie no. Se nipa ne ni akoma pa na se nyame de ma wa. Na okọ na nchi na ayeden 2028 election elections are better nti say basket no obi aye involve
right
na me o hwe me official flyers e ba bo ntina obi say me slogan no fa ho him obi aye involve what I say because ehia say ni wama ebe ko ntokwa ehia se adidi abeto efie na ye ni wa ma ne wo fa de na ato ne ekopre na se ya ye bo ye ho ko ta se me kasa twitwie me kasa emfata me kasa etie me nua entwa ya na me na medidi me ho atem ba me ma ye so many interviews so be one interview makasa atwi me opponent a me jacha ma choko me jacha
na so ni problem
no
na ni problem ne jama ne kwai
o ba say akonya
ne to da be
o say akonya na to anya me ya do November 15 ke beto ba
nyanto nti hwe na ka se bia
say process election ye event
so ama na to kra nsa na eba
elections in ye event a process what I say if you offer elections event it will be a loser so you start from somewhere and then somewhere
but you say fear delegate too
medium fear delegate on say the entire me as regional organizer of the party me djuma nyina ma ye organizer sa se woni wadam fo ni obi unua ni obi woni ne didi woni ne da woni ne solea suro be ne woni die enura woni ne tu anamon woni ne tu anamon wie no afi mu nyina mo ti anwem obu a wo so mu so ke ene aba ko ne be du so no apeye aba wo tena akonya so wie no ofre wo kra wo mfa wo tena akonya so wie wo hunu so wo ya atanta de eduru ba bi wa akonya ne nan ebu no afi de wo hia so onfa onso mu no onfa nhye wo ma no samre no ba fear delegate ba me de o pagya mi fra no yemu no eye me nipa no me kai senkrofo bi ye me nipa nti me ni omo from day one nti me say Ashanti region 28 executive from each constituency 47,316 no mo ba ne de me ji obi adi di onto ma me no onto ma me yo beto ma me no beto ma me ba me nim say by the end of 15th November I will be the winner of the Ashanti NDC.
Who was Ajidino?
Papa, Jino was
because delegates who knew Momo.
Papa. And now, Minya Wakaya. Now, if you back in 2020, okay. Now, me a campaign will be a allegation. My mamma, Konya, say, made a tea in the post. Okay. Me better now when me catch us up on for money. Me am the tell the post man because we are brothers. But the tell the post and we are. Me say my winning. What I say? But on say any pa under the tinipa. But say answer we better say. Jantuah ko ye metna so. Sabi o nia kukudra. Onka. He say okusia onam kwa ho. So ni mirika no wa kukudro. What I say? Minim say baby am the party ni free. Baby am the party na bedru. Baby am the party ni kono. Medin kunim.
All right. Final word. NDC for you, Ghana for you. Yeah, the Nquakran, the air and they say the umbechu soon na yeni na yejuma. And our hallelujah. So the miniano. Me baby, I'm a grenadier. Over Tanaha. I'm fee into and a miniano so no. Into Minusu ye jume problem because obese not to me nyamba nya apart from the fact say frame there ache so me move ba mani kra me hu isham kra ache there 1 year ni
na on say wa wonim say me na ya peke form na yedi
winim
ena ya me nam wo so ena ebia ese ya me ta plate so kakaka isamle na ebia mo ba mo ni betimi asu
sa
first ne de na ensu ba ne de se obi cheme bia na ma pushi bia ba nti bia free na
ekoyi
on se eniema
Ghana vote you o final way
asema meka akire obi a ne se minianom me ye emfato ho ewo efie me fie akonyato abebia ada asema meka ne fie ne se mo ma ye buru ye ho wa bra ye ya ye pre akonya no obi a di bia eyeye no a yebewie na fie no asai ada ene me de no ye example ene otumfo otetitu ayi asante hema na wayi asante hema no de we pa ne hontoma no ne batakere kesere se bi fi akonya na de hye no akonya no so obi ante so nde ya me ka chiro se otumfo yi a anuafo no ba ko na obeyi nti atifi ne didi ya wata mboro ya ho a saa ne tie saa na akonya ya ato NDC mu yi
right
minu ya no mesre obi a nim se isham yi obi a mani edene pa ba ene edeno nyansa da ho se ye hwe ekwan ye be fa so a ye betutu party no amana yeyi ye mbese party no ye ma elections and say party no ye ma elections say nu ayo cause ye to aban ni na me chairman wi a ye wo elections kese e da yanim ti me se obi bia odi machi minu ya no ma me no ba yi me no mo na namba bia be me na besi bia enye mo sipe ya nan yɛmfansia yɛnkɔ obi bia odi machi biara asɛm a maka kyerɛ mo dɛm no meka na wɔntene me sei okɔ to sɛ obi yɛ me gyaa no ɛnka no onim deɛ wɔka ɔnte mase ɛna ofiri sɛ ɛno na ofiri sɛ obɛtumi de ama ne candidate ayɛ popular ɛnka no gyae na yɛnkɔ yɛ anim na mewie a ɔbɛte mase na mafa akwanya wei so na mpanyimfo mo yɛ mefutufoɔ a wɔn mo ɛtu mefo fa wɔn asi a ɛnkɔ ha ɛnyɛ sei kasa wei gyae ka yɛ sei saa mpanyimfo no nyinaa mɛfa wɔ fidie so ɛwɔ ayɛmfie na mada wɔ no ase na maka sɛ mede nyame ɛnhyira ɛde ma wɔ mo na mahyɛ bɔ sɛ adeɛ biara mɛyɛ ama obi odi machi biara bɛnu no ho me isha menyɛ da elections na mekɔ no sɛ ɛyɛ me nkoa isha mo aka megyina organizer ɛsiane sɛ ɛyɛ dodoɔ yɛdie ɛna mepenti ɛna mekɔ chairmanship sɛ mpɛ dodoɔ yɛdie a na sɛ mpɛ dodoɔ nkɔ soɔ na sɛ mpɛ dodoɔ asomdwie sɛ woyɛ obi a wompɛ asomdwie a you cannot be the leader of this party party wei perception ɛwɔ amanfo tiri mu abɔnten ne sɛ party no ɛyɛ gidigidi no awan ɛsɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ na yɛtoto yɛ nneɛma yi me sɛ na obi nim sɛ ɔbɛka me na maka ne bi na ayɛ dede obɛdi matam na yɛdi ne bi na ayɛ dede hun sɛ emotional trauma so obi di wo fam hun sɛ ɛyɛ paa ɔgya sɛ but ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ mature enough na man wear dodge what I say nti said the amanfo pɛ sɛ wo push Isham to the level bi no mɛsɛ nuanom yɛnyina ayɛ mmra fam na yɛdɛn a me ɛna medi nkunim me last word regional executive menka sɛ obiara anyɛ adwuma me say me na meyɛ the engine of the party. I repeat it again man spakia obiara move sɛ wokonya the dead organizer the executive will be dead. So when you organizer, you can't hoshia. Executive so beka omonshi. So say me chire mu say my program ya move ya kwaje 3 seats ya yese ya. Mr. So on tiasia go back and play full tape. And sana wakasa. Me nu ameda wase. That's it. Ya me nshira o. Amen. Baby ya nyame de woduru no onfa wontra. Amen. Se nyame ya adom na nyame de wotra. Say osuso hwe wachi. So no nya no business started. Samle na o me kakra Mehel. Mehel. Mo no bande no ade oni mo. Aminim. Mehel. Thank you, Isham Alhassa Bonsu now in Kano. We wish you well. Thank you. And Bibiana Yensebewa Nafi Kunim no ya celebrate. I mean, I was amiba CCA. Latest from your partner for live weekend now the latest film Akutobi mattress Ebwa wan kasano no Betano you go to sign out now sign up Betano na claim me ubenya sika bebre gaming condition commission gaming commission so aje Betano and so atum na so be create Betano account na on the 18 so men ha ho Oman Mackerel weekendi and one you could ye Oman Mackerel at the anunso at the temperature open mackerel atwa enye Oman at the dodo yankopon extra so bebre amaye na intimi emboa easy brands no easy mackerel easy spaghetti easy rice Edumke o market Dr. Mensa Bantama market Swami market easy brands no we make your meal very easy. Evans one trading I was a waba Mama Junction and our 0244-244-847 3p garlic mixture so a pure organic extract 100% ye chimu kama 3p garlic mixture 0248928824 Doormaster Achedie promotion Doormaster Achedie promotion no you go so catch say o top no ni ama we pono top no na ye ma wo epono
topono niema wapono tema committee 25 chado amrahia Ashalaja obeyeye. In fact Ghana ha Kumasi Kronom Fianko Insawem Ahinsan ni nyina no door masters ewo ho otopono ye becha opono ahodo ni nyina bi Turkey doors, China doors ni nyina papa quality 0531 025786 unim se Friday drew a eja mo siada Roma oboa nkrofo honam ne huhumu emu nsamra ye di dware pamo
na doctor say we this year dey mo boka be ya munya ne kwan
doc brand say mami
eja mo si eja mo si di tumi e wonu bra ne ha mam e na e de saya ne eja mo si say or the powder bia ba wo be ma na wo be ma sema to forma o de tafre pada ne hwe
I was eja de me de ba
eja di bai
famre na me ni enche na chese bibia ye bibia nti onu so hia bi pa
eja mo si de but wa promise and fill kare ya na ehad
de benye
sa tamfo nku no kai
ye adwuma
papa
ye adwuma dog good morning beche ade ne Friday de na wo e de che eja mosi
and then the chemo ne ka ho asem soap no ho asem ya de bia e bo amanfo
soap no
e bo amanfo obi a me no kasa ina mo se bia bibia ya basa adwuma se ma ya basa onu de wo ye me pa cho mo de se wo sa be kasa e fa ne se soap no bi ne be bo ama ni gia ya den aba be bo ama wan kasa odwuma de ewudie bia aba we e bi e favor e ma favor obu a me no kasa me no ni favor dum ne star dum but ebia wo ba bi obeku bia yesi say wo de gya bibia to na beje so poni bi dware na be bo ama ye den ama woni monyam na ye den akoso odwumadi na akoso minimo bia wo se e fe ne say spiritual marriage ano obeda na ne ho ye basa obeda na bibi ni na beda nya sa so poni bi dware na be bo ayi sa ne ma ni na afiri ho ama ni gya ye den aba obu a me no kasa wo ye masturbation na wa ya wontimi ngya nya sam na ni bi so poni bi dware ebe buwa mo yede ama bibia ye obi obese otukwan wa ya no ya jin secret na connection man nya soap ni bidware na ebe buwa mo yede ama wa kontu no obese otunu watimi ayede atu ye ko ye fe ne sen sa gono mesha gono aduro no so makacho se wo obi a me no kasa na gono yare ne hawa tete wa hawo mo ye bema ama obema na fon ama nsuo firi mu ba me pacho obema na aye ketuwa bi mpacho usisi ya wuya mpacho enu na edi sisi yare ba makacho yare go no se betena wo so a de di bani edi pressure edi stroke yare eba wa brabum edi pressure eba wa edi diabetes eba wa brabum mpacho se betena wo so a na se wo system ni nyina obi wa na ne so oti ya check ye hu yare kura misro eye yare infection go no yare ne ha ene edi ato so ne capsules kama mpacho wo ye ba bi e wutie mpacho bomo di se wo se be ka dure bi adure dia bo amanfo ama ni gia ye de aba bebre mpacho se wo ye obi asa ade ne how bomode se unsa beka bi gono ebetena wo so e ma osisi yare osisi timi ye wo ye de bia osisi ye chi ase ya sansuo ye den ya sa ensuo hia ye den agu osisi ye chi obu won so ne nase timi ye ntitiriti obu won na ne nase ya honhono bacho enoa gono yare ne na eye ne sa se betena wo so a obu won so wo nase se timi ye hihiti de ye mo ye di moko asra ho no ebacho yare infections betena wo so asa na tie obu wa no odwine ho dwiga mpacho yare infection betena obu wa mo se mo bi ni na no ho te se enkukodwie no yare infections betena wo so asa na tie ebacho bomodi se wo sa beka bi na boa obu wo so odware bi obu no de afin ni dwinu ana odi saponi dwine ho me pacho mo ano na sa bomodi se wo sa beka bi na aboa amani gi ayeden abafie ebacho ye kan nyina yare infection kunipa mpacho etna wo so a me pacho wan kasa ni podesani no unu ba bia wugina anhwa wo de be hihye ne ma bebre anadwo na obi ada ma ni gi aba no de wontimi na oye oba nso na wo pa wo na awo ho ayɛ yare infection timi yesa eboaboa no na abesi wa wo de na no ene ye frɛ no osi akwan yare no se betna wo so bo so woni be ma da na nsuo na ayɛ den asren wonti entimi na ne ba oye be mo nso na wo ho pa wo yesi low sperm count infection etimi yasa ade no obo se emwa no so mo betena wo so a obe ma no mu didi nkwamwa na ɛwɔ sɛ ɛwo ba no saa nkwamwa no na ɔmo yɛ den ɔmo didi nti sɛ woyɛ obi a wotie mi a na saa deɛ na hawacha bɔmmɔden sɛ wo nsa bɛka duro bi na boa wo na di anigyeɛ aba abrabom ipatwa woyɛ bɛrima nso wobɛhu sɛ woyɛ bɛrima wode bɔ ani ayɔ ɛyɛ infection wontimi ne bɛrima ɔba nda ma anigyeɛ nyɛ de ɛmma nti yɛka mpatwa sɛ woyɛ a bɔmmɔden sɛ wo nsa bɛka bi na waboa ama ni jiaba yɛmfa nama no ntudwa no obi a ɔte kam obɛtumi afa nama no
kofi mfa nama no ntudwa
yɛmfa nama no ntudwa number no ɛyɛ 0598
13
78
48
0598
13
78
48 donc who special number bi nso a ebe fro ana
mpacho me number na bibia na mbetimi
we no okay
and about to say 0548
33
11
33 0548 33
11
33 oh my catch say the money at the say, Nedro Nina, she natural.
I natural.
A droning natural.
Media coming in this stroke. Also, be our nefa jojo. Sabi or Casacra Nase, no Sabi, she a jamusi were drew. A jamus,
a draw ho,
a draw.
Miss me, my big call, no, you know, say, Nana. Makobe bia but e kwan a ofa so samia me kwa mehu sa no ka say me kwa mehu and am say yes man pontin fitem ho no waje atum dada the way ma me kan am say o say me kwa mehu and am say me kwa wa hu say o say okoye aso oni ni di nkomo na say o say ma me jiweji
obi sinka yehu ne ntemu anka jakwaku amfrim sa na nkofoka yehu agya mo si ntemu a enka papa no
enti go no hepatitis B malaria syphilis enyoma nkoye honhum nso nsem ka ho tie honhum nsem nyankrompon amma nkrofo tumi ejamo so kono ho a oti ase ejamo heba mesha
no
eno nso wo ho
ejamo heba mesha bebi eto bebi duro bia
no ko musa apacho betimi
ejamo heba mesha eno ya den
eno pacho eno eye obi a ntutuye stroke yare ebia wotise ni nkase mu ye ne ya wotise wono anga tembia no ye ne ya asebi sebi entimi mbo aduro bi ni otembia wo fasa aduro na najo eso ade be tiste na no na ye ne ya e pacho bomode se wo sabe kasa aduro bi e bua ma wan kasa wo moja no edi afuhye obu ha ni tembia no nenu maturo anase bia malaria ne sa ne ma ne ha no obetimi ayede anya sa jamo heba mesha nya ebeboa papa ebeyi sa ne ma ni na afro ma ne gya ayede apa ama wo so ayede ye ko efene se mema duro no Africa ken bo ene da so ni
Africa ken no
adre
Africa ken no
but abua mema no abua mema ipacho obi o ha me no kasai ipacho wo si owura dem hu ne yira ne ne ma hye na
petre na yo
ese wono obompa ese oba ne beda no so wanya biada me pacho adru we na water free na yi be ma na pie we ebua ma yi efene se from tirim koka wona ase adru we ebiebie wuntinim ema obe ma sem no de ebaye obe ma me no kase ne be ma afon ayeketwa adru na ebua ma be ma ne ye den yi ba na yima na aniya ya den abafi pacho we ne eboa ayi wuntinim enye to nya afi na obehu ansa na wata wutafra boaboa ho tembi obehia match ni bia na aniya ya den aba pacho se obi a wotie me bomode se wonsa beka bi na board ya aniya ya den abafie mentena se emma oba ne ndia wresi en hai dembia no oba ne besora na pa na otu ayi no no otu enwuma edi aniya ya den abafie memma oba ne mfa ne ntuma na wonfa ne se me ko I call all night no kwa ku rebe bi mi pacha ku re bema me na ne ka wose bema wani ene bema ne fro bema na nye bema wosika bema tokas bema osisi fie da bi bema de wose tembia no ma wani die ye den e ba fie number no 0548 33 11 33 0548 33 33 0548 33 11 33 0598
13 78 48. Man pontin fitem. Right.
Man trust my area anyhow. Man, yes, be a medium and no drabre. Brand never saw the Mumba Jamosiwa Uncle Babia. This is what Babaji do be and son one dear. Any genicity. Yeah, but transfer near room for Nekasam. My woman, the most some began a Kawayella phobia. Joe Mosati, Manati for Yella Sam ye, Mosati Masum, Dami, Parabarapa for Yella Mana, for 2 mana wana, for 2 Sam Dami. For me, ye lamin coming fratun tosori, fratun furame, for ye lamin sam dam to wazin, for the yella sam dam, for tuna sam, nothing for yella sam, Mosatima baby and song de, Jumwapa Mosatima, but oh baby, a bit yam on sakabi, who would be a warrior, why you say you won't me ma fret, you bet me at the going to be a delivery. Ukrum Kawkumasia, baby will be out a friend, a church, near for drone be manon. Oh, church, more, you bet you pepe. Na abeka wo saboko makacho se fidiem wa yendi ensem fidikasi we yendi samone bomodin frɛ na kyerɛ de wo pɛ ye be package aduro no kama
ne de abrɛw
na wo saka na wo so yisu bi obi wa adwuma nti won timi mba ana obi wo so ekwa wa ma no wo de frɛ ye be de be ma no ama na abeka wo saboko ama ni gyaye wo ba bi obetimi ye wo mampontin fitam pacha wo ba kase obesi wa ejadan ejadan nasi ana se bia filling station ana se bia nasi channel so but ana wo ba so number no so hunya so the number ne beba number no 0548 33 11 33 0548 33 11 33 0598 13 78 48 Onshrawo eja mosi eno ano no de aka de akire ho Gino Pepe
Taken.
Members, motion move and seconder.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Remember, this being a procedural motion, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. Remember, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Now, let's move to constitutional motion number 13.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this Honourable House adopts the report of the Committee of the Whole on the proposed formula for the distribution of the Road Maintenance Fund for the year 2026. I so move.
Honourable members, yes.
Who says there's no report? Has the person seconded not presented a report? Yes, there's a report, so present it.
All members, motion moved.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Very well.
And in doing so, Mr. Speaker, I second the motion. Mr. Speaker, and I urge the Hansard Department to capture the report in entirety. Mr. Speaker, whilst I just...
And all they understand.
Mr. Speaker, and I urge the Hansard Department to capture the report in its entirety. Whilst I just go to the conclusion part, Mr. Speaker, the composed formula provides a transparent basis for the distribution of the 2026 Road Maintenance Trust Fund, ceiling at $3,866,274. It preserves the financial allocation in the reserve proposal, devotes a 95.68 to eligible maintenance and related interventions, limit administration and technical support to 4.32%. Parliament is respectfully invited to consider the distribution allocation for the fiscal year. Mr. Speaker, I so present.
Honourable members, motion moved, seconded. The report presented. It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, this is about the formula that we've just perused and agreed upon. So I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted and the House accordingly approve the formula. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we can take motion number 90 at page 44 of the order paper.
Members, motion number 90, Minister for Finance.
Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Minister for Finance.
Yes, Deputy Minority Leader.
The Deputy Minister can do so.
Yes, Deputy Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that the Ghana Cocoa Board Bill 2026 be now read the third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion move any seconder.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
Honourable members, motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, the question is as many as are in favour of the motion say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the motion is accordingly adopted.
An act to establish the Ghana Cocoa Board to regulate, oversee, and monitor activities in the cocoa value chain, to support the cultivation of cocoa, undertake the buying, selling, and export of cocoa, to promote value addition to cocoa, and to provide for related matters.
Honourable members, the Ghana Cocoa Board Bill 2026 is duly read for the third time and passed. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we can take motion number 68 today's order paper at page 26.
Honourable members, motion number 67. Chairman of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, is the motions numbered 67, 68, 69, and 70 that I will be moving. So I'm taking 67.
To move the motion numbered 67.
Okay. Yes, I had. Okay. Mr. Speaker, I move that the motion number 67 as advertised on the order paper be adopted. Mr. Speaker, that this Honorable House adopt the report of the Committee on Information and Communications on the annual statement by the Audit Committee of the National Information Technology Agency for the year 2025. 2024. Mr. Speaker, in doing so, I wish to highlight some of the observations that the committee had and conclude that the committee commends the efforts made by the National Information Technology Agency to address audit concerns and recover outstanding assets. Mr. Speaker, the committee observed that the continued loss of skilled personnel poses a serious risk to the implementation of national digitalization initiatives and the long-term sustainability of the agency. Mr. Speaker, we all recognize the importance of the agency. The agency made the committee to understand that many of their staff who were trained were poached by other international companies, and that is a loss to the country. The committee, in view of the foregoing, recommends to the House to adopt this report on the annual statement by the audit committee of this agency or in accordance with our standing orders 2153 of the House. I so move.
Honourable members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder? Yes, Honourable Nindam.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity to second the motion being moved by my chairman. Just like he said, the committee met and we reviewed the report submitted by the Auditor General, and we realized that most of the observations or some of the findings that the auditor flagged were fully complied with. They try as much as possible to improve most of their weakness. We realize that, Mr. Speaker, funding or releases of funds to some of these agencies are quite insufficient. And that is what I would want us to urge the ministry. For them to function and function very well, they need a lot of support. But with their work, Mr. Speaker, I think the committee was quite satisfied with their implementation. So I therefore also want to urge the House to adopt this report as has been presented by the chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the reports. At the conclusion of the debate, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Can we move to motion number 68? Honourable members, the motion 67 is on Data Protection Commission. The 68 is National Information Technology Agency. So we are moving to motion number 68.
Mr. Speaker, I think you're getting me a little bit confused because we're supposed to take 67, 68, 69, and 70. So
when the motion is dealing with separate subject matters?
Yeah, they are. So earlier you said 68, and I wanted to take 67. You said I should do 68. I just finished with 68.
Honourable
now
member,
it is a 67
the
that has to be.
application by the Deputy Whip was for you to take motion numbered 67. Deputy Whip, was that not the application? So when you get up and you mention 68, yes. I told you I called upon you to move the motion numbered 67.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the direction. So I take the motion numbered 68. Mr. Speaker, I move that this Honorable House adopt the reports of the Committee on Information and Communications on the annual statement by the Audit Committee of the National Information Technology Agency for the year 2024. Mr. Speaker, in so doing, I wish also to highlight some of the challenges that the agency had, which the committee successfully So, Mr. Speaker, I would urge that the Hansard Department capture the entirety of the committee report, whilst I highlight some of the challenges that were...
Honourable Member, and in conclusion.
In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I wish to state that this Honourable House adopts the committee report for the Information and Communications Committee.
Honourable Members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder? Yes, Dr. Kabiru.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I write to second that the report on the National Information Technology Agency and the annual statement for this particular annual audit committee report for this particular agency be accepted. Mr. Speaker, there are two issues I just want to note. The first issue is the observation that NITA is owed some $6 million United States by Smart Infraco. Mr. Speaker, this is money that NITA needs to survive. And there have been discussion with the Attorney General on modalities to ensure that NITA is able to pay, NITA is paid by Smart Infraco. Mr. Speaker, this is something that we want to draw your attention to, that this is so important, and we urge the Attorney General to also facilitate the process in the manner that NITA will be paid this month. Mr. Speaker, the last issue is the observation that there is persistent staff attrition at NITA. Mr. Speaker, NITA play an important role, especially when it comes to our data sovereignty, when it comes to the management of our national information and infrastructure. And for this year alone, we have about 6 resignations at NITA, Mr. Speaker, and that brings the number to about 52 people leaving NITA from the year 2021 up to now. Mr. Speaker, that is not acceptable. We need to look at how we can address this issue. Mr. Speaker, with these particular few words, I will urge that the House adopts the report of the committee as a reference to the audit committee report for NITA. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. At the conclusion of the debate, the question is as many as are in favor of the motion number 68 at page 26 of today's order paper say aye. Those against say no. Honourable Members, the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted. Motion number 69. Chairman of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that
Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence, we've just conferred, and we were hoping that before he moves that motion, if we could just lay item number 9G. That was a report of the Committee of the Whole on the, not G. We've taken that already.
Yes.
F, 9F, 9F. 9F. Yes. Just lay it and then continue with the motions.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker,
Deputy Minority Whip.
Mr. Speaker, when it comes to the road minister, we are in a difficulty, but my discussion didn't include that the majority leader was going to arrest a motion being moved to lay this paper. But we don't have any problem. The motion can, the paper can be laid. Then we'll continue with the motion.
Item numbered 9F. Chairman of the committee.
Report of the Committee on Roads and Transportation on the concession agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana and the Special Purpose Vehicle to be incorporated by the Rock African Limited for the implementation of the reintroduction of tolling of roads and bridges in Ghana project under the Public-Private Partnership PPP agreement.
Honourable members, the report numbered item number 9F has been duly presented and it is for distribution to the House. Yes, Majority Leader. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, we go back to motion number 69.
Very well. Chairman of the committee, motion number 69.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that this House adopt the reports of the Committee on Information and Communications on the annual statement by the Audit Committee of the Ghana Publishing Company Limited for the year 2024. Mr. Speaker, in considering this report, it was revealed to us that the Ghana Publishing Company has indeed started to implement the 24-hour shift, which the committee was very pleased with. So as we speak, they have no backlogs to print. All gazettes that passes through their remits are printed, and the work of this agency is very, very crucial to the printing industry. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish to urge the House to adopt this report in its entirety and the Hansard Department capture all of it. Thank you.
Honourable members, motion move report presented. Any seconder? Yes, you have the floor, Dr. Kabiru.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the report and to also urge the House to adopt the report of the Information and Communication Committee on the annual statement of the Audit Committee of the Ghana Publishing Company. Mr. Speaker, we look at your referrals, and there were two major observations that had to do with the implementation of previous audit findings. The first one had to do with inactive stock. Mr. Speaker, it came to the realization that previous audit had made a finding to the effect that there are obsolete, antiquated publications that have to do with laws that were either repealed or laws that have actually been, they are no more effective, but they still have a lot of copies of such laws. Mr. Speaker, the legal regime or the regulatory regime that the disposal of such law has to go through the Board of Survey, and the board has not been constituted. Mr. Speaker, the good news, however, is that they reported that the board has now been constituted, but because every now and then, every time Parliament repeal laws, they will still have backlog of those particular, inactive stock. So they promise us that they will now be doing ongoing and continual disposal of those particular antiquated legislation. Mr. Speaker, the next issue had to do with the fact that Ghana Publishing Company still owes the government of Ghana an amount of 3 million Ghana cedi as VAT returns. Mr. Speaker, we inquire, and they told us that so far they have been able to pay only 300,000 of the 4 million tax or VAT liability that is standing in the name of Ghana Publishing Company. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about revenue, mobilizing revenue for the government of Ghana. We think that Ghana Publishing Company should be able to, honor its obligation. Mr. Speaker, the last issue had to do with the observation we made. The last one had to do with the lack of internal capacity at Ghana Publishing Company Limited. As we speak, they have to rely on retainership and also external legal sources in order to provide for the work they are doing. Mr. Speaker, if the Attorney General may not be able to come in because it's a limited liability company, we think that it must be supported to have their own legal support or internal legal counsel to support them in the operation. Mr. Speaker, with these few words, I also ask the House, and I pray the House to accept the report of the Communication and Information Committee of Parliament on the activities or audit committee report for the Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. I put a question. As many as are in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion number 69 at page 27 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Motion number 70. Chairman of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that this Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Information and Communications on the annual statement by the Audit Committee of the Cybersecurity Authority for the year 2024. Mr. Speaker, allow me to highlight some of the challenges that we identified as a committee. Some of them include delays in resolving human resource classification and scheme of service issues. Mr. Speaker, weakness in risk management were also some of the issues highlighted, and also limited operational funding for cybersecurity activities. We all agreed that the Cybersecurity Authority is a very critical agency as far as the protection of our cybersecurity is concerned. It was agreed that they are underfunded and that Parliament needed to intervene to ensure that they get the needed funds to be able to protect us as a country, because our children are at risk, our women are at risk, and all of us, even as members of Parliament, are at risk if we are not protected properly, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, the committee acknowledges the steps taken by the Cybersecurity Authority to address the audit issues we identified. I therefore, Mr. Speaker, urge the Hansard Department to capture the committee's report in its entirety as presented. Thank you.
Motion move, report presented, and seconded. Yes, Honourable Martin.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity to second the motion ably moved by my chairman. Mr. Speaker, we all will admit that Cybersecurity Authority is a very important authority in this country. Looking at the crime rates and how sophisticated criminals have become. But unfortunately, when we met and we looked at the report, we realized that the funding has become a big challenge for Cybersecurity Authority. And they are not able to actually go out there and operate. We therefore want to call on this House that in as much as we adopt this report, we look at their funding seriously. And then scheme of service. We also realize that most of the workers there, about 74 officers, are not able to tell the kind of scheme of service that they receive. We also met the minister. We call on them to see how best in the 2025 audit reports, we don't see some of these queries or some of these issues being raised. Another thing, Mr. Speaker, we've realized has to do with risk management. That committee or that framework too is not in place. We also queried them and made them aware that we urge on them that the next report that we're going to be taking, we expect that they also come out with a very concrete management or risk management framework. With these few words, Mr. Speaker, I think that it's a very important department or authority we all must support and make sure that they become more functional than they are. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. I'll put a question, the conclusion of the debate. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion number 70, page 27 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, let's take motion number 14.
Motion number 14, Chairman of the Committee.
Right Honourable Speaker,
I rise to move motion number 14. I so move.
Motion move any seconder.
Right Honorable Speaker, I second the motion.
Motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being procedural motion, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. We now move to motion number 15, which is the consequential motion. Chairman of the committee.
Right Honorable Speaker, I move that this Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Roads and Transportation on the concession agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana and the Special Purpose Vehicle to be incorporated by the Rock Africa Limited for the implementation of the reintroduction of tolling of roads, bridges in Ghana, projects under a public-private partnership PPP arrangement. Mr. Speaker, in so doing, I request that the hazard section captures the entirety of your committee report, whilst I concentrate on the conclusion going forward. Right Honorable Speaker, your committee met with the Minister responsible for roads and transportation,
Honorable Chairman, and in conclusion.
Right Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, the committee noted that agreement establishes an appropriate framework for mobilizing private investment towards the development and operation of a modern electronic tolling system while safeguarding the interests of the Republic of Ghana through appropriate commercial, financial, and technical safeguards. Honorable Speaker, the committee therefore recommends to the House to adopt its report and approve the concession agreement between the Ministry of Roads and Highways, acting on behalf of the Government of the Republic of Ghana, and a special purpose vehicle to be incorporated by Rock Africa Limited for the implementation of the reintroduction of tolling of roads and bridges in Ghana project under a public-private partnership arrangement pursuant to Order 215 of the Standing Orders of Parliament. Respectfully submitted.
Honourable members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to make a few comments to the report ably presented by
Honourable member, the motion moved must be seconded, then the House can consider it.
Okay, so Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
Very well, then you can speak.
So, Mr. Speaker, in doing so, I just want to make a few comments. This concession agreement was referred to your committee yesterday to go and peruse it and report back to the House. This morning, we had the opportunity to meet with the ministry and the agencies to go into the concession agreement. Mr. Speaker, the committee came into conclusion that the reintroduction of the toll and bridges fee is something that will enhance or will rake in more revenue for the road trust maintenance fund to be able to continue with maintenance work in the country and also rehabilitation work of our road. Mr. Speaker, if you quite remember, in 2022, the then administration, the then government decided to suspend the collection of the toll to be able to put proper structures in place to enhance collection, to expand the collection of this road and bridges tolls. Mr. Speaker, by the time the previous administration was exiting office, Cabinet had already approved the roadmap as to the reintroduction of this road toll. So I am happy that this government did not abandon the report or the approval from cabinet as to the reintroduction of the toll, but they have built on it, and now they want to bring it. Now they want to bring it back. So I want to encourage the House that we have looked at the concession agreement. This concession agreement expands to almost about 20 years. 3 years is for the concessionaire to set up the structures, and 17 years is for the concessionaire to do the collection. And the sharing, the revenue sharing model, to Mr. Speaker, is a 70-30. What means is that 70% of it will go to government and 30% will go to the concessionaire. This is a performance-based agreement that government is trying to bring, and I believe that with the support of the House, if this one is approved, the Ghana Road Trust Maintenance Fund will be able to mobilize enough resources. If you look at, Mr. Speaker, the current debt burden of the Road Trust Fund, Road Trust Maintenance Fund, if you look at the debt that the Road Trust Maintenance Fund is saddled with, what it means is that we need to look for more avenues to generate more revenue to be able to pay IPCs or contractors who have worked and they are waiting for their money and they are not. So I want to urge colleagues in this House that we cannot afford to reject this concession agreement. We, as a committee, we have gone to it, we've perused it thoroughly, and we believe that we should support it and pass it so that the ministry can engage the concessionaire and they are able to rake in more revenue. So, Mr. Speaker, with this few words, I want to support the approval of this concession agreement. Thank you.
All members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Yes, Honorable Nitiwu.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to support both my ranking and the chairman. I can't be against this particular proposal for two reasons. First is that I sat in cabinet when the then Minister Sensu brought a very similar proposal, very, very similar to this. And we all agreed to it in cabinet. The cabinet accepted it. So I'll be a hypocrite to come and say that I won't support what the minister has brought. Whatever reservations I have, in principle, I have to support it. So I will urge that members should support it. Because if I sat in cabinet, the then minister adduced reasons why we should do the same thing, and I turn around to be against it, it will not be good of me to do that. The second reason, Mr. Speaker, is that we abolished the road tolls for one simple reason. We did not want to burden Ghanaians with both the e-levy and the road tolls. Basically, that was the reason. When we sat in cabinet and the road tolls came, the e-levy came, we knew that it would bring some bit of burden to Ghanaians. So we didn't want to have the situation. So we looked at it and said, which is the best thing to do to at least cushion Ghanaians? And we said at that time that there were a lot of queues, Mr. Speaker, at the road tolls, the intersections where we have the tolls. And people were spending hours upon hours upon hours. And if you calculate the amount of fuel, the amount of money they were using to buy fuel just at that place, we felt that it would be a burden. Because we calculated that we could get as much money, as much as 10 billion cedis then on the e-levy. And when we looked at the road tolls, we realized that the easiest way was to remove the road tolls that was giving us less than 100 million. And it was an inconvenience to Ghanaians. That's why we took it off. But we all know what has happened to the e-levy. I don't want to go back to the history. And so for me, if the government decides that they will bring the road tolls, but it will be electronic, like what I have seen in South Africa, I think that will support it. And I urge, but I say it will be electronic. If it's electronic and it's 20 years, I think it's a good deal that Ghanaians should take. Because you will not even realize that there are road tolls. You pass, there will be a beep, and then you go at the end of the month, they bring you a bill, and then you pay, and everybody is free. So I think that we should support it. It's a good initiative. If we were in government, we would have done the same. And so I don't see why I should be against it. So I will urge members to support it, and let's move on. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, all members, at the conclusion of the debate, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. All members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Consequential resolution number 16. Everybody is supporting. So, you. Yes.
Mr. Speaker.
Minister for.
No, not 16.
Minister for Roads and Highways.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that resolution number 16 be moved today. I so move.
All members, resolution number 16 has been moved. Any seconder?
Right on, I second the motion.
All members, resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. All members, this being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. Resolution number 16 is accordingly adopted. Yes. Do we take motion number 17?
Yes, 17.
Honourable members, please, I crave your indulgence to permit us to manage the House. When the issue is not in contention, everybody approves it. How many people do we take to speak on the same issue? Both sides of the House has agreed. And we've taken 2-2. So, you put a question. Motion number 17. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to urge this honorable House to adopt the motion numbered 17 in today's order paper.
Yes. Honourable members, motion move. Any seconder? Honourable members, motion move. Any seconder?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, please I rise to second the motion.
Honourable members, motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This has been a procedural motion. I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. The motion number 17 at page 12 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Substantive motion number 18. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to urge this honorable House to adopt the motion numbered 18 in today's order paper. I so move.
Motion. In doing so,
Mr. Speaker.
In doing so, present the committee's report.
In doing so, committee's report. In doing so, Mr. Speaker, I wish to inform the House that your
department to
committee
capture the report, and then you go to the conclusion.
Yes.
Honourable member.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I urge the Hansard to capture the full report as approved by your committee and presented in the House today.
Honourable members, motion move report presented. Any seconder?
So I can't see which report. I can't see which report.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion. Thank you.
Yes, motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. I'll put a question at the conclusion of the debate. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion numbered 18 at page 13 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Now, consequential resolution numbered 19. Minister for Foreign Affairs.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that item numbered 19 at page 13 of the order paper be now adopted by this Honourable House. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All members, resolution accordingly moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. Honourable members, the resolution numbered 19 at page 13 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Now, let's move to motion number 20. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to urge this Honourable House to adopt the motion number 20 in today's order paper. I so move.
Motion move. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
This is a procedural motion. I'll put a question. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The procedural motion number 20 at page 13 of today's order paper is adopted. Now, the substantive motion number 21. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to urge this Honourable House to adopt the motion numbered 21 in today's order paper. I so move.
And in doing so, present the committee's report.
21. It's on the... Oh, sorry. I urge the Hansard Department to catch up the report in its entirety. What, you can't find it. No, what now report? Mr. Speaker, the committee, after a careful examination of the agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and the government of Antigua and Bermuda on the waiver of visa requirements of holders of diplomatic services and official and ordinary passport, is satisfied that this provides a sound legal and institutional framework for strengthening bilateral relations. The committee is therefore of the view that the ratification of this agreement would be beneficial. The committee recommends that the House adopts this report and approves by resolution the agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and the government of Antigua and Bermuda on the waiver of visa requirements for holders of diplomatic service, official and ordinary passports, in accordance with Article 75(2)(b) of the 1992 Constitution.
Honourable members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder?
Mr.
Yes.
Speaker, I second the motion.
Very well.
Thank you.
Yes, Kanatado.
Mr. Speaker, I will support.
Very well.
Yes, but I also
All
want
members,
to comment.
motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Yes, Honourable Koko Asante.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's been seconded, but I just want to comment and also support this agreement because it actually is in the best interest of Ghanaians, and it will promote mobility and strengthen bilateral relations and basically provide easy access between the two countries. So I would urge us to ratify this agreement since it's in the interest of Ghana. So I respectfully urge the House to ratify. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable members, at the conclusion of the debate, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. Motion number 21 at page 14 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. We then move to consequential resolution number 22. Minister for Foreign Affairs. Honorable Koko Asante, your microphone should be off.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that resolution number 22 at page 14 of the order paper be now adopted by this honorable House.
Resolution ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Honorable members, resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The consequential resolution number 22 at page 14 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Now, motion number 23. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to urge this honorable House to adopt the motion number 23 in today's order paper. I so move.
Members, motion move. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the
Motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a procedural motion, I'll move a question. Put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. The procedural motion number 23 at page 15 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Now the substantive motion number 24. Chairman of the committee.
Is it this one?
Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to urge the Hansa Department to capture the entire report.
Please, Chairman, move the motion first, and in doing so, you present the committee's reports.
Speaker, I rise to move the motion and urge this motion number 24, and I urge this House to adopt the entire report as I highlight a few points. Is that good?
Honourable member, once the Hansard has captured the entire report, go to the conclusion.
In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the committee, after a careful consideration of the Memorandum of Understanding between the government of the Republic of Ghana and the government of the United Arab Emirates in the field of manpower, is satisfied that it provides a sound legal and institutional framework for promoting safe, orderly, and ethical labor migration while strengthening the provision of Ghana migration workers. The committee is therefore of the consideration view that ratification of the agreement is in the national interest and respectfully recommends that the House adopts this report and the Republic of Ghana and the government of the United Arab Emirates in the field of manpower in accordance with Article 75(2)(b) of the Constitution of Ghana.
Motion move, report presented. Any seconder? Yes, Honorable Asafoye.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second a motion
that this House adopt this Memorandum of Understanding between Ghana and the UAE. Mr. Speaker, this I would want to first and foremost commend the government and the minister. I remember very well that this was one of my major concerns when the minister appeared before the committee to be vetted as the minister. Ghanaians in the United Arab Emirates are going through a lot of hardships, a lot of, work challenges and then inhumane conditions. The minister took the bold initiative, visited the area. In fact, I accompanied him with the chairman of the committee. We met the Ghanaian community. In Dubai. And clearly you could see that this very agreement and memorandum is very important and timely. The Speaker, I commend them again for following up from the 2019 agreement or discussion between Ghana and UAE. Mr. Speaker, I am grateful, and I will also commend them. But when you look at the content and component of the agreement, Mr. Speaker, there are some few things we need to avert our minds to. And I would thank your committee for also doing some due diligence. One is the employment contract. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is setting up a committee, which committee is going to ensure that all manpower forces or labor or the youth, we are going to move them from Ghana to UAE to work, have certified, verified, legally binding and enforceable contracts before they move. The Speaker, this arrangement also set out a room for resolution. Obviously, we know that there will be challenges and times when members within the country and UAE will have challenges within their contract agreement. There is a resolution course that have been set out to. Mr. Speaker, to conclude, one of the major things I will also urge us to do is the consular support. Many a times we have challenges with Ghanaians having issues in the country where they are or their host countries, and the consular do not have the budgetary allocations or support to even do what they are supposed to do or help Ghanaians as they are supposed to do. The Speaker, many a times we pass budgets here and then the budget allocation for our missions are not adequately enough. One, two, those that have been approved to do not get to them. I would appeal that the consular support gets to them so that they can be able to manage this labor migration and arrangements between Ghana and UAE in terms of workforce. The Speaker, with these few words, I want to urge the House that this motion be adopted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, at the conclusion of the debate, the question is as many as are in favour of the motion say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted. We now move to consequential resolution number 25. Minister for Foreign Affairs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that resolution number 25 at pages 15 and 16 of the order paper be adopted by this honorable House.
All members, consequential resolution ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Second resolution. Yes. So resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the consequential resolution number 25 at page 15 of today's 15 and 16 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Now motion number 26. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I crave your indulgence if we can lay some reports of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources.
Yes, Deputy Minority Whip. Yes, Deputy Minority Whip.
Mr. Speaker, no problem. We can lay those papers.
Very well. At commencement of public business. Presentation of papers.
order paper addendum 2, Mr. Speaker.
Item numbered 1.
Item number 1, Mr.
On
Speaker.
Order paper addendum 2.
Yes, just to indicate that it is one report that captures the situation of the three.
Very well.
The three leases.
That will be a good
5.
information when we come to the motion.
6 leases, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we take all the items together from I to V.
Report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources on the mining lease agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, and Golden Star Wassa Limited for the mining of gold in Wassa, Achimpim 6300 kilometer in the Wassa East District in the Western Region. Report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources on the mining lease agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, and Maripoma Mining Services Limited for the mining of gold and other minerals in the Zongweri 6300 in the Boku West District in the Upper East Region. Report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources on the mining lease agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and Precious Mining Ghana Limited Company for the mining of gold in Nana Kwadwo 55.44 kilometers in the Upper Dentra West and Wassa Amenfi East District in Central Region and Western Region, respectively. Report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources on the mining lease agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, and Precious Mining Ghana Limited Company for the mining of gold in Ayanfuri, 51.45 kilometer in the Upper Dentra West and Wassa Amenfi East District in Central Region and Western Region, respectively. Report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources on the mining lease agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and Daman Gold Mine Limited for the mining of gold and other minerals in Daman 37.84 kilometers in the Prestia Huni Valley District in the Western Region.
Honorable members, the report on the order paper addendum 2, 1I to V, have all been duly presented and they are for distribution to honorable members.
Mr. Speaker, we'll go back to the main order paper and continue with item number 26.
Chairman of the committee, motion number 26.
Mr. Speaker, I urge this honorable House to approve motion number 26 of the order paper as moved. So,
all members, motion number 26 moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
All members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a procedural motion, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Motion number 26 is accordingly adopted. Now the substantive motion number 27. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I urge the Hansa department to capture the entire report whilst I highlight.
Honorable member, move the motion, and in doing so, you present the report. Then you can ask the Hansa to capture it. So if the motion is not moved, and you are asking the Hansa to capture your report, what is the basis?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move the motion number 27 as advertised in the order paper. So move.
So in doing so, you present...
In doing so, Mr. So I ask the Hansa department to capture the entire report whilst I highlight a few areas. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, the International Center for Migration Policy Development plays a significant role in strengthening Ghana's migration governance, border management, and national security architecture in partnership with several government institutions. In interventions aligned with national migration policy, the national security strategy, and the national integration border management framework. Having thoroughly examined the agreement between the government of Ghana and the International Center for Migration Policy Development, the committee is satisfied with its objectives, scope, and potential benefits, and therefore recommend to the House to adopt its report and ratify the agreement in accordance with Article 75(2)(b) of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Respectfully submitted.
Honourable members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
Motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, I'll put a question. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to also second this motion, but in doing so, Mr. Speaker, I want to contribute to the motion, Mr. Speaker. I support. No. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Speaker, I want to comment on the motion. No, yeah, they are breaking the protocol. Normally it goes here, it comes here. That's how it's supposed to be done. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, this is a very important agreement that Ghana needs to ratify. It is important because, Mr. Speaker, as part of this organization, it is going to help Ghana manage our border issues very well. It's going to help Ghana work on our policy formation when it comes to border security and migration. Mr. Speaker, we are members of this association and we have about over 240 partners. It provides us a platform that we can share good or a copy from best practices that is being done across the globe. Mr. Speaker, Ghana has always been confronted or found ourselves within areas where majority of the conflict-prone areas try to come and find safe havens in Ghana. When you look at our borders, the areas that are being always confrontational with what you call it, tribal issues, international conflict and all that. Mr. Speaker, we are the safe havens, and they walk in and walk out every time. Being part of this agreement, Mr. Speaker, will offer us the bigger opportunity to be able to manage our border security well, manage our border policy well, and also make sure that we are able to combat trafficking that is happening along our borders and also deal with immigration issues well. So, Mr. Speaker, I believe strongly that if the House should look at the agreement before us and the articles herein contain, it is important that we all support this House to ratify or approve this agreement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion moved. At the conclusion of the debate, the question is as many as are in favor of the adoption of the motion number 27, say aye. Those against, say no. Honourable members, the motion is adopted. We then move to consequential resolution number 28.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that resolution numbered 28 at page 17 of the order paper be now adopted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, resolution mover and seconder.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Honourable members, the resolution is moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The resolution number 28 at page 17 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Motion number 29. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, please, I want us to take order paper addendum 2, motion 2 on page 2 of order paper addendum 2.
Very well. But, Honourable Leader, I'm told they have one committee report covering all. So, the report on the very first one has not been laid.
No, Mr. Speaker, the report covers the first one, which is rather advertised in the main order paper, page 8.
Very well.
Item D.
Yes, but they have a single report
covering
all the listing.
Yes.
But the items that we have laid, as in order paper 1.
So if you can grant
it's 1 up to 5.
Up to 5, and including
now you have one report covering the 5,
no,
including the 6.
The 6, yes.
But once you lay this one as individual items,
yes,
and then having one report to cover,
yes,
that one as well must be laid.
Yes. So can you grant leave for him to lay
that is so. That
right
is so.
now?
Yes. Before we take the motion number 2.
Report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources on the mining lease agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and Daman Gold Mine Limited, for the mining of gold in Lima South, 33.58 kilometers squared, in the Prisia-Huni Valley District in the Western Region.
Honourable members, report duly presented. It is for distribution to the House. Yes.
So, Mr. Speaker, we can now come and take item 2 on page 2.
Yes, honourable members, the way the order paper addendum 2 is prepared and the report, it is significant of the fact that we have to move this motion numbered 2 to include all the 6 items. Then we'll move the substantive motion to also include all the 6 items. Then we can take the resolutions one after the other. So, Chairman of the committee, you may take notes. You have the floor. You move the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move motion number 2 on page 2 of today's order paper addendum 2. I so move. Page 2 and page 4, item 6. And page 5, item 9. And page 7, item 13. Is that the case? Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Very well. Honourable members, to save time, the procedural motions variously moved are seconded. They are for the consideration of the House. These being procedural motions, I'll put a question. All those in favor of the procedural motions being adopted, say aye. Those against the procedural motions, say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The procedural motions in the order paper addendum 2 are accordingly adopted. Yes, Chairman, the substantive motions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this Honourable House adopts the report of the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources in respect of items motion numbered 3 on page 2 of the order paper addendum 2 and also 6 on page 4 of today's order paper. I so move.
No, you haven't finished.
Okay. 9 on page 5. 12 on page 7. I so move. Mr. Speaker, in doing so, I wish to present your committee's report. And Mr. Speaker, I wish to indicate that
14, motion 14 on page 14. Add that one too.
Motion 14 on page 14.
Page 7.
On page 7
of the order paper then
accordingly added. I so move. Mr. Speaker, and in doing so, I wish to present your committee's report. And I wish to indicate that the report covers all the leases mentioned in the motion. And I urge the Hansa Department to capture the whole report as having been read while I and read the conclusion. And Mr. Speaker, the committee recommends the adoption of all the leases captured in the report pursuant to Article 2681 of the Constitution. As so present. Thank you very much.
Honourable members, motions ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Honourable members, motions moved and seconded. They are for the consideration of the House. Yes. Honourable members, at the conclusion of the debate, the question is, as many as are in favor of the motions, say aye. Those against, say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motions are accordingly adopted. The honourable members, at this stage, we shall take the consequential resolutions one after the other. Honourable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, you may move the resolution numbered 4 on the order paper addendum 2.
Honourable Speaker, I rise to move resolution number 4 on page 3 of today's order paper addendum 2. I so move.
Honourable members, resolution move and seconder.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion. The resolution.
Honourable members, resolution move and seconded, and this being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The resolution numbered 4 at page 3 of the order paper addendum 2 is accordingly adopted. Chairman, you may move. Minister, you may move resolution number 7.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise to move resolution number 7 on pages 4 and 5 of addendum 2 of today's order paper. I so move.
Resolution ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the resolution.
Honourable members, resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, also I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The resolution numbered 7 at page 4 and 5 of the order paper addendum 2 is accordingly adopted. Now let's move resolution numbered 10 at page 5 and 6.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise to move resolution number 10 on pages 5 and 6 of addendum 2 on today's order paper. So move.
Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the resolution. Thank you.
Honourable members, resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The resolution numbered 10 at page 5 and 6 of the order paper addendum 2 is accordingly adopted. Now let's move to resolution numbered 15 at page 8 of today's order paper.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise to move resolution number 15 on page 8 of addendum 2 of today's order paper. So move.
Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the resolution.
Resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, I will again put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The resolution numbered 15 at page 8 of the order paper addendum 2 is accordingly adopted. Now, resolution numbered 16 at page 8 and 9.
Honourable Speaker, I rise to move resolution number 16 on page 8 and 9 of addendum 2 of today's order paper. So move.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the resolution.
Resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequence, yes.
Mr. Speaker, the second I couldn't hear him. I heard revolution. I rise to second the revolution. So if we can, I don't know, Mr. Speaker, NDC a party coming from revolution. I have to be careful on it. I didn't get him right. Is it resolution or revolution?
Honorable Habib, what I've heard is resolution. So if you heard revolution, then probably we'll have to get you a cotton bud.
Mr. Speaker, I want to believe that he has some wax in his ears. Thank you.
Honorable members, resolution number 16 is moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. All members, this being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. All members, the ayes have it. The resolution number 16 at page 8 and 9 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted.
Mr.
Now,
Speaker,
honourable members, let's move to the main order paper
37.
and take resolution number 37 at page 20 and 21 of the main order paper. Yes, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise to move resolution on 37 on page 20 and 21 of the main order paper. I so move.
Honourable members, resolution numbered 37 at page 20 and 21, ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the resolution.
Honourable members, resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This also being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. The question is, as many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. All members, the ayes have it. The resolution number 37 at page 20 and 21 of the main order paper is accordingly adopted. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we'll go back to the Minister for Foreign Affairs and take, I think, his last agreement.
No, I don't think that is the last. We are now on motion number 29. Yes. So, motion number 29, Chairman of the Committee.
Mr. Speaker, I move motion number 29 as advertised in today's order paper. So move.
All members, motion ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
All members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This is a procedural motion. I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. All members, the ayes have it. The procedural motion numbered 29 is accordingly adopted. We then move to the substantive motion numbered 30. Chairman of the Committee.
Mr. Speaker, I move motion number 30 as, and in so doing, I read the report of the committee. I urge the Hansard Department to capture the entire report as I read the conclusion. After careful deliberations, the committee firmly of the view that the agreement on the waiver of visa requirements between the Republic of Ghana and the Republic of Zambia constitutes a landmark instrument in the advancement of bilateral cooperation and regional integration. In light of these considerations, the committee respectfully recommends to the House the adoption of the report and the approval by resolution of the ratification of the agreement in accordance with Article 75(2)(b) of the 1992 Constitution, respectfully submitted.
All members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder? Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
Yes, Honorable Asapoje.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If my colleague have seconded, then I move to make some few comments. Mr. Speaker, I want to urge the House to adopt this agreement of visa waiver between Ghana and Zambia. Mr. Speaker, these two countries go way back. From the days of President Kwame Nkrumah and Kenneth Kaunda. through to Levi Manawasa, and now to Ichelema. The Speaker, we have enjoyed very cordial relations. It is even surprising that all this while we've not had this arrangement or agreement between the two countries. The Speaker, I believe strongly that this time it's right to have this arrangement. The Speaker, this arrangement would, as we have mentioned, would promote movement between the bilateral countries. The Speaker, it will improve tourism. The Speaker, it would open avenues for business and all that. The Speaker, Ghana have a lot of tourist centers that needs to be exploited. So as Zambia. They have very, very nice areas like Livingston, like Lusaka, like Kelengalinga, and these are very nice areas that, Mr. Speaker, you would love to go and love to be. I would also recommend that they would also have an opportunity to visit places like the Bosumtwe River in my constituency, the Tebe area in my constituency, and all the waterfalls that I have in my constituency. This arrangement will make Ghanaians move to Zambia and Zambians move to Ghana. Mr. Speaker, but what is important is that the arrangement is not flat. Mr. Speaker, it makes provision for we having the right to refuse anybody who is entering that we have suspicion that this one is against the security of the country. Mr. Speaker, we also have rights to withdraw or to, to terminate this arrangement or agreement between the two countries when we feel that something is not right. So members should be rest assured that the committee did a good job and made all these provisions into this agreement. Mr. Speaker, it also have some termination clauses and all that. So, Mr. Speaker, I would, on these few words, recommend that the two countries are going to enjoy from this agreement, and the Parliament of Ghana should ratify this, as the Parliament of Zambia would also ratify same. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much. Yes, Honorable Habib.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm just curious to find out from the Minister, even though this is a very welcoming news, whether it's born out of the fact that when our President visited and arrived in Lusaka wearing the smoke, there was a social media blast that
my
our
good friend, you are completely out of order.
Mr. Speaker, it's my comment.
Please. You are completely out of order. We are talking about visa waivers. I don't want you to provoke any debates. Honourable members, motion move. I'll put a question. The question is, as many as are in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the motion numbered 30 on the order paper, page 18, is accordingly adopted. Then we move to consequential resolution numbered 31. Minister for Foreign Affairs.
I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that resolution number 31 at page 18 of the order paper be adopted by this August House, consistent with Article 75 of the 1992 Constitution.
Honourable members, resolution ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
You second the resolution. Honourable members, resolution moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a consequential resolution, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. Honourable members, the resolution number 31 at page 18 of today's order paper is accordingly adopted. Yes, Chairman of the Committee, motion number 32. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I move. Is it 33 or 32?
Motion number 32 at page 18.
32. Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of the motion number 32.
Honourable members, motion move. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the
Motion
motion.
move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. This being a procedural motion, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion numbered 32 is ordered to. Motion number 32 is accordingly adopted. Motion number 33. Chairperson of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this honorable House adopts the report of the Joint Committee
Move
on
the
Foreign
motion
Affairs
first.
and Regional Integration.
Move the motion first.
Mr. Speaker, that's the motion I'm moving.
Very well. Very well.
That's the motion, number 33.
Very well. Very well.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this honorable House adopts the report of the Joint Committee on Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Gender, Children, and Social Welfare, and the leadership of the Committee on Constitutional and Legal Affairs on the African Union Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls. And Mr. Speaker, in doing so, I present your committee's report. And I'll move to the conclusion of this report. I therefore urge the table office to capture the report in its entirety. Mr. Speaker, accordingly, the committee recommends that Parliament approves the ratification of the African Union Convention on Any Violence Against Women and Girls in accordance with Article 75 2B of the 1992 Constitution, respectfully submitted.
Honourable members, the motion is ably moved. Report ably presented. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, you have the floor.
I rise to second the motion.
No, I'm giving the floor to Koko Asante.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion, and in doing so, I'd like to make a few comments. Mr. Speaker, the African Union encourages member states to domesticate certain continental standards and norms. Ghana has progressed significantly, but Mr. Speaker, there are still gaps. One of the gaps is the response to gender-based violence. So, Mr. Speaker, this convention seeks to eliminate and prevent all forms of violence against women and girls and the emerging new forms of violence and abuse. For example, technology-facilitated abuse and exploitation. So, Mr. Speaker, I think we do need, I'd like to encourage the members to support ratification because this convention actually not only prevents and eliminates and prevents gender-based violence, but it also ensures protection, survivor protection centers, and it also provides services and is based on a rights-based approach. So, Mr. Speaker, I think it's very important that we support this as it also advances the UN SDG 5, Sustainable Development Goal 5, and the African Union Agenda 2063, they all support gender equality. So I think it's very important that we support this as it promotes gender equality and empowerment of women and contributes to inclusive and sustainable development. So, Mr. Speaker, I would urge the House to ratify this convention. Thank you.
So much, honourable members. Motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Yes, Honourable Zuera.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity to make some few comments regarding this very important motion. Mr. Speaker, last Friday, the Pan-African Parliament in South Africa actually published a roadmap for ratification and signing of these conventions, and it was graciously shared to us by our Vice President, Her Excellency Senator Ajima Rawlings. And Ghana is recognized in this report and this roadmap as being one of the first 8 countries to have signed up to this convention at the AU in February 2025. Mr. Speaker, that speaks to Ghana's credentials in terms of taking our foreign policy advocacy to the continental and international levels. So I want to urge this House to join the Pan-African roadmap, ratify this convention so that we remain in good standing in the face and eyes of our African brothers and sisters. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, at the conclusion of the debate, the question is as many as are in favor of the motion, say aye. Those against, say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted. Then we'll move to consequential resolution number 34.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that resolution 34 at page 19 of the order paper be now adopted. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, resolution ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker. Hey, Mr. Speaker, not really. Oh.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the resolution.
Resolution moved and seconded. This being a consequential resolution, I will therefore put a question. The question is as many as are in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The resolution number 34 is accordingly adopted. Honorable members, let's move to motion number 35. Chairman of the committee. Chairman of the Committee on Foreign Affairs. No, yeah, it's not. Yes, that is Lance. I think we've dealt with that already. We've dealt with that already. So this brings us to the end of the motions and the resolution for foreign affairs. So, honourable members, may I have your pleasure to move to item numbered 72? No, 71 first. Yes, Attorney General and Minister for Justice. Mr.
Speaker, the Attorney General is on his way, but given the pressures of time, the Minister for Foreign Affairs is here. So with your indulgence and the concurrence, we can have him move motion numbered 71.
Yes, minority.
Mr. Speaker, the motion 71 is about rescinding the decision that this House took on the third reading on the tribunal. I don't know whether the minister responsible for foreign affairs is well equipped enough to give us the reasons why we are rescinding this decision. Because initially we had said this is a very bad law that we are making. Less than 2 weeks, we are already back here to rescind that decision. So, Minister, if you are in a better position to explain this, because we have a lot of issues to raise. But if you are not, we can wait for the minister to come back later. Now, Mr. Speaker, this is becoming too many. That will pass a bill less than 1 month. We are here to rescind. Within the last 1 month, that is six bills that we have rescinded the decision. 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, we did 2. There was another one that was done. One was advertised today on an order paper addendum, and now we are rescinding the decision on the tribunal. So, Mr. Speaker, if he's not in the position to do it, we can wait for the minister.
That will not be true because the House in this meeting have not even passed 36 bills.
Mr. Speaker, I can assure you that this House does an excellent job. Yesterday, we decided to rescind the decision to do the third reading of the customs bill. And when we did second consideration, it was just 2 clauses out of 200 clauses that we had passed. Out of 200 clauses. But in 209 clauses of the bill, it was only in 2 clauses that we realized that we needed to couch it differently. The same way, you will find out that all we are doing in this is to capture certain constitutional provisions which are already in the Constitution, but which we think should be captured in the bill itself. So, for instance, in the Constitution, it says that High Court shall have supervisory jurisdiction over all lower courts. And since District Tribunal is a lower court, we need to make sure that Article 141 is also captured in the bill that says that the District Tribunal is under the supervisory jurisdiction of the High Court. Things like that, even without capturing it in a bill, they will be applicable constitutionally. So it's not as if there are some fundamental errors that we are coming to this House to amend or change. So I plead with you, let us just do it so that by the time we finish, the bill really is a good thing. And every institution that has the capacity to recognize that it has made a mistake and quickly go and correct it is a commendable institution. So I don't think that you should have a problem if we are able to come back quickly and come and correct our mistakes. Ghanaians should have confidence in us that even when we make a mistake, quickly we are able to correct our mistakes and then give them a perfect document.
Mr. Speaker, the issues that the majority leader, I think he has done the job that the minister responsible for foreign affairs was supposed to do.
Exactly.
Mr. Speaker, it must be on record that we on this side, the same issues that he's raising, we had advised against the tribunal bill, pointing out to the same constitutional matters that we
what will happen is that you should have stayed to propose those amendments.
But Mr. Speaker,
but you never stayed to propose those amendments.
But Mr. Speaker, that is why the majority need to know, based on your comment, that they cannot pass any law without us. So today, you are saying that we should have been here, but we have been able to make those cases. But Mr. Speaker, I think we are abusing this rescission of our decisions. What happened to amendments? Definitely the president can sign it if you so wish, because it was in your manifesto. And we can come out with an amendment to the law being passed. There could be an amendment to the law.
Well,
so, Mr. Speaker, he can do that. He can do that. But I will urge majority leader that when he is done rescinding that decision, just withdraw the bill, because it will not help Ghanaians.
Yes. Minister for Foreign Affairs. Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, I'll put a question. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Now, the Tribunal Bill 2026 at consideration stage. Honourable members, clause 11, Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, clause 11, amendment proposed, subclause 1, delete and insert the following as advertised on page 27 of today's order paper. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, it is for the consideration of the House. Any further amendment? I'll put a question onto the chairman's amendment. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The proposed amendment by the chairman of the committee to clause 11 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Yes, Chairman? Item numbered II. Still on clause 11.
Mr. Speaker, a further amendment to clause 11. Amendment proposed add the following new subclause. The Chief Justice shall, in accordance with Article 148...
As advertised at page 27 of the order paper for today. Very well. They say you should have to read onto the record.
Mr. Speaker, thank you so much. Mr. Speaker, II, clause 11, amendment proposed add the following new subclause. The Chief Justice shall, in accordance with Article 148 of the Constitution, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council and subject to the approval of the President, appoint the chairman of a district tribunal. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, the proposed amendment is for your consideration. Any further amendment? In the absence of any further amendment, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The proposed amendment to clause 11 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Now I'll put a question on entire clause 11. As many as are in favor of clause 11 as variously amended, standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. Clause 11, as variously amended, is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 12.
Mr. Speaker, clause 12, amendment proposed add the following new subclause. In accordance with Article 149 of the Constitution, the chairman of the tribunal shall be paid such salaries, allowances, facilities, privileges, and other benefits as the President may, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, determine. In accordance with paragraph B of subclause 1 of Article 152 of the Constitution, a panel member of the District Tribunal shall be paid such allowances and benefits as the Judicial Council may determine. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, the proposed amendment to clause 12 is for your consideration. Any further amendment? In the absence of any further amendment, I'll put a question. All those in favor of clause 12, the proposed amendment to clause 12, standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The proposed amendment to clause 12 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Now I'll put a question to clause 12 as amended. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members, clause 12 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 13.
Mr. Speaker, clause 13, amendment proposed, subclause 2, delete and insert the following. 2. The chairman of a district tribunal, A, may retire at any time after attaining the age of 45 years. B, shall vacate office as chairman of a district tribunal on attaining the age of 60 years. Or C, shall vacate office upon the removal from office in the manner specified under subsection 3 of section 14. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, the proposed amendment to clause 13 is for your consideration. Any further amendment? In the absence of any further amendment, I'll put a question. As many as are in favor of clause 13, standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against say no. The proposed amendment to clause 13 by the chairman of the committee is adopted. I will now put a question to clause 13 as amended. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. Clause 13 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Chairman, clause 14.
Mr. Speaker, clause 14, amendment proposed, subclause 3, paragraph C, delete. I so move.
Honourable members, the proposed amendment is for the consideration of the House. I'll put a question. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. Subclause 3, paragraph C is accordingly ordered to be deleted. Chairman of the committee, clause 17.
Mr. Speaker, clause 17, amendment proposed, subclause 3, delete and insert the following. 3. In accordance with Article 141 of the Constitution, the High Court shall have supervisory jurisdiction over a district tribunal and may, in the exercise of that jurisdiction, issue orders and directions for the purpose of enforcing and securing the enforcement of the supervisory powers. Speaker, I so move.
Honourable members, I'll put a question on the proposed amendment by the chairman of the committee to clause 17. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. I will now put a question to entire clause 17 as amended. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. Clause 17 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Now that brings us to the end of the second consideration of the Tribunal Bill 2026. Honourable members, motion numbered 73.
Mr. Speaker.
Very well. Before then, we have to go back to the long title. Yes. Yes. Bring it back to consideration stage. Pietro. Honourable members, the long title.
An act to provide for the establishment, jurisdiction, composition, and operation of tribunals in accordance with the Constitution, establish the Tribunal Oversight Committee, and for related matters.
Honourable members, is there any proposed amendment to the long title?
Speaker, no proposed amendment.
In the absence of any proposed amendment, I'll put a question to the long title. As many as are in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The long title is ordered to stand part of the bill. Now, consideration stage has come to an end. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the application is for the Minister for Foreign Affairs to take motion 73 on behalf of the Minister for Justice.
Yes. Very well, Minister for Foreign Affairs.
I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that motion number 73 at page 29, that the Tribunals Bill 2026 be now read the third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion move. Any seconder?
Speaker, I beg to second the motion.
Motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. I'll put a question. As many as are in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted.
An act to provide for the establishment, jurisdiction, composition, and operation of tribunals in accordance with the Constitution, establish the Tribunal Oversight Committee, and for related matters.
Honourable members, the Tribunal Bill 2026 is accordingly read for the third time and duly passed. Yes, Majority Leader, are we coming to the comment?
Mr. Speaker.
Are we taking the comment?
Yeah, no, order paper 21, item 39, motion.
Which of the order paper?
Main
order paper.
Yeah.
Item numbered?
Page 21, item 39, motion.
Item 20. Item 39. Honourable members, second Deputy Speaker should take the chair. Item numbered 39. Chairman of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this House adopts the report of the Auditor General on the public accounts of Ghana, pre-university educational institutions for the year ended 31st December 2024. I urge the Hansa Department to capture the report in its entirety. Mr. Speaker, I would like to say a few words on some observations that we made. The committee notes that many institutions took corrective action prior to meeting the Public Accounts Committee. Over 10.47 million had been resolved before the committee concluded its hearings, demonstrating that the accountability process is yielding positive results. Mr. Speaker, accordingly, the committee has made some recommendations, and the committee is satisfied that implementation of these recommendations will strengthen financial discipline, improve accountability, and safeguard public resources within our pre-university educational institutions. I respectfully recommend the House to adopt the report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion move, report presented. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion. And in seconding the motion, just pointed out a few things out here about some unrefunded carriage expenses. Those free SHS food that they were sending, they would send it to a centralized place, and the schools had to pay money to cut these ones. And we are urging the free SHS secretary to make sure that they pay all these bills. And I would want the table office, the Hansa department to capture the report in its entirety. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Yes,
thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support the adoption of the report of the Public Accounts Committee on pre-university educational institution. Right, Honourable Speaker, I want to highlight a few observations that we made as a committee when we met with these schools. One of the key things that happened was cash irregularities, payroll irregularities, procurement, and store irregularities as well. One of the things that we also found out was misapplication of funds by a number of senior high schools in the Ahafo region and Ashanti region and Northern region as well. And most of the head teachers that appeared at the committee tried to justify why most of the schools had to misapply some of these funds. But then the committee recommended that these head teachers refrain from misapplying these funds because it goes against our financial planning, and it also goes against strengthening engagement with suppliers for these food supplies. So the other issues that also happened was unpresented payment vouchers. Most of the schools that appeared had these infractions that they needed to respond to, and the committee did recommend on how we can deal with some of these unpresented payment voucher issues. With these few words, Mr. Speaker, I just want to urge this House to adopt this report. Thank you.
Yes. Very well. So at the conclusion of the debate, as many as are in favor say aye. Aye. All those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, page 21 on the other paper, item 40. Item 41, Mr. Speaker.
Very well. Honourable members, let's turn to page 21, item list 41, motion by the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this House adopts the report of the performance audit report of the Auditor General on the provision and maintenance of toilet facilities in public schools. Mr. Speaker, I urge the Hansard Department to capture the report in its entirety, but I'd like to make a few observations. Mr. Speaker, the committee has recommended a comprehensive set of measures, including a time-bound plan to eliminate the sanitation deficits, the mandatory inclusion of toilet facilities and reliable water supply in all new school projects, dedicated funding for maintenance, stronger monitoring by the Ghana Education Service, and periodic reporting on implementation. Mr. Speaker, access to safe and hygienic sanitation is fundamental to the health, dignity, and educational outcomes of our children. The committee therefore respectfully recommends that this House adopts the report together with the recommendations. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, honourable members, the motion has been moved. Who is seconding it?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion on this report. And in so doing, just to highlight a few things, most of the problems that we have with the toilets in these schools is because the toilets are not part of the design for the infrastructure. We also found out that they abandoned the toilets and facilities due to lack of water, and also failure to promptly repair broken down and faulty fixtures. These are some of the issues that we had, we found out with the public sitting that we had. And that will be it, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Very well. Honourable members, the motion has been moved and it has been seconded. It is before the House for consideration. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the adoption of this report by the Public Accounts Committee on the performance audit report of the Auditor General on the provision and maintenance of toilet facilities in public schools. During the committee's meeting, we realized that a lot of these schools that has already been highlighted by the ranking member on the committee had to do with inadequate sanitary facilities in public schools. And in the Kumasi metropolis only, we had about 125,796 schools that do not have these toilet facilities. And this is a very big issue for us because in compliance with SDG 6, which provides for provision of clean water and sanitation, we are not able to achieve this. And the committee highlighted that the GES should work with schools and the district assemblies so that once district assemblies decide to set up new schools, the design and infrastructure for these toilet facilities is made for these schools so that we can avoid some of these things. And one other key thing that we also came to realize as a committee was in the delay in the handing over of completed toilet projects. Most of these toilet projects have been completed for most of these schools, but the delay has to do with stakeholders within the various communities who have to be assembled before these toilet facilities can be commissioned and handed over to these schools. These are critical things that we have urged the district assemblies, the school management to ensure that such problems do not occur, because just handing over projects of this nature to schools should not take so much time. Once projects are completed, schools should make effort to hand over so that the schools can have right use for these facilities. With these few words, Mr. Speaker, I just urge the House to adopt this report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Are you also East?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, whilst I urge the House to massively endorse this report from the Public Accounts Committee, I am happy that they are recommending for new structures. But what about the old existing ones who have no toilet facilities? And in fact, when you go to some of the schools, toilet facilities are so deplorable that you cannot even use it. And so I thought that the committee should have gone further to direct that all the schools that don't have those facilities or have poor facilities should have gone ahead to provide those facilities, and maybe even direct GES to support them to do it. The district assemblies are supposed to be maintaining those schools. They should have directed them. Because when you go to some of our schools, small children, where they even go to toilet is so bad. And so it is a good initiative that every new building should include toilet facilities, but I thought that we should have gone ahead to also push the existing schools to make sure that they provide proper toilet facilities for every school. Sometimes when we go out there, we go abroad and we go to the schools and you see how they maintain their places. You will feel bad when you come here and the school is built nicely, but there's no toilet. You see that they built 3 classroom blocks, no toilet facility. Then they say they'll go and do some dilapidated one outside so that the children will be going there. I think that is not good enough. And so I thought that the committee should have gone a step further to ensure and direct them that those things are provided. But, Mr. Speaker, I think that a step at a time. On this note, I want to support the report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Respectfully, I would just like to draw honourable members' attention that if he had read the report, he would have noticed that it's in there that even existing schools should find ways and means of getting toilet facilities. So it's in there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Lastly, let me hear from you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As a member of the committee, I think this is one report that captures some of the very, very damning findings that came from the sittings of the Public Accounts Committee. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, I give you these statistics, which were actually gleaned from the reports that we received on this particular issue. There is a deficit of 94.5%, toilet deficit of 94.5% of all the educational institutions that were sampled. 125,976 toilets are supposed to be existing, but what we had was just 7,318. And I think that the most pressing thing or the most revealing thing was that in the design of in these educational institutions, many of them, toilets were omitted. So there's also abandoned facilities, and there's also issues of toilets having been done or facilities having been built but were tightly locked. And some of them blame the issue of lack of water. So I think that the committee made some very fine recommendations under the chairmanship of the chairman. Some of these, and I cite these as examples of the recommendations that the committee made. It was strongly recommended that the FPMU and then the Ghana Education Service must include toilet provision in all school infrastructure. It was also recommended that the Ministry of Education, the Ghana Education Service, and the district and municipal assemblies must collaborate to find sustainable sources of water for toilet to be included in the toilet. So these are some of the things that I think were omitted in earlier statements. But with this, I strongly recommend, as a member of the committee, that this report is adopted. Thank you very much.
Well, honourable members, at the conclusion of the debate, all those in favour that motion listed 41 be adopted, say aye. All those against, say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, order paper, page 22, item 45. The main order paper.
Oh, is that not yours?
No, it's education.
Oh, okay.
Yes, honourable members, page 22, item 45. Motion by the chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, chairperson of the Committee on Education. Yes, Honorable Peter.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move the motion numbered 45 on page
22 of today's order paper. And in doing so, I present the report of the committee on annual audit committee report of selected educational institutions and agencies under the Ministry of Education. Mr. Speaker, the committee looked at the audit reports of 15 institutions under the Ministry of Education, which include Tamale Technical University, St. Teresa's College of Education, Hohoi, Ola College of Education, Accra Technical University, Presbyterian College of Education, Eburi, Kufura Technical University, St. John Bosco's College of Education, Navrongo, Al Farouk College of Education, Kumasi Technical University, Ada College of Education, Mount Mary College of Education, Presbyterian College of Education, Ekropong, Nusrat Jahan Ahmadiyya College of Education, University of Education, Winneba, and Ola College of Complementary Education Agency. Mr. Speaker, I urge the Hansard Department to capture the entire report as having been read as I go through the conclusion. The committee is of the view that sustained improvement will require not only strict institutional compliance with established financial regulations, but also broader sector-wide policy interventions, strengthen governing council oversight, and enhance internal audit capacity. These measures are essential to promoting sound financial management, safeguarding public resources, and fostering a culture of accountability within the tertiary education sector. The committee accordingly recommends the adoption of this report. Respectfully submitted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, honorable members, the motion has been moved. Who seconded it? Yes, Honorable Freche.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In seconding the report of the Education Committee, which looked at 15 institutions, Mr. Speaker, it is worth noting that we realized most of the institutions, there was issue with student indebtedness. And this was as a result, especially for some of the schools, students left without being able to pay their tuition fees. Mr. Speaker, one thing that keeps coming up is also for some of the institutions, inability to reconcile the number of students on the enrollment register as compared to the students who are really within the school. And we felt that they have to put in proper systems to be able to align this. In some situations, there were billing students who are no more with the school, and they've left. Some students have been rusticated, but still they were on the school's register. So these were some of the things that we talked about. Notwithstanding, we realized between 30 to 70% of the institution, the student payment arrangement were being made to make sure that the students can pay these outstanding fees. Not only that, we also realized there were some weakness with internal controls and stores management, to the extent that some receive items without being cross-checked by the internal audit units. And it's something that we encourage the institutions to make sure they can reconcile, make sure the proper documentation is done before SRAs are completed. Mr. Speaker, most institutions too, we realized that there were delay in implementation of the audit recommendation. And our strong point from the committee's standpoint was that if the institution take the internal audit reports or the audit committee's report, if they take it seriously, most of the infractions or most of the findings will prevent them from appearing to the Public Accounts Committee, because they would have taken care of the issues before the external audit agency, external audit service coming. So that was something we seriously encouraged them, that at least they should ensure per the Internal Audit Agencies Act, they should ensure that the audit committee of each institution at least have one meeting every quarter and make sure that their audit work plan for the year is also well implemented. In that case, they will be able to prevent any infraction that may take them to the Public Accounts Committee. And we also encourage them that internal audit is not a way of punishing. It's another avenue to improve on their performance and to improve on their outcomes. So we also encourage them on that end. One other weakness that we also found out was procurement and contract management weakness, which we believe that they've taken into account and they will improve on it going forward. With this, Mr. Speaker, I second the chairman. Thank you.
Yes, honorable members, the motion has been moved and seconded. It is before the House for consideration. Honorable members, yes, honorable member for Kintampo North.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Yes, apart from the various assertions, of also realize that, Mr. Speaker, most institutions can still improve upon their activities. They should be proactive, especially as far as stores receipts are concerned. You know, the primary document in every institutional records is about store receipts and proper keeping of records. That is one infraction we see going through some of their issues, basically. Then, additionally, there seems to be that continuous problem of schools sponsoring people outside to study but who refuse to come back home. It's a major issue that we have been finding with the educational institutions. Mr. Speaker, though through the committee's efforts is becoming minimal, however, it needs to be noted that most institutions listening to us should know that we are not going to take it lightly at all. If you are, and beneficiaries of those sponsorships should know, if you are sponsored to go out of this country to study, you need to come back to serve your people instead of going and refusing to come back and maybe owing the institution a whole lot. That's another thing that I want to add, which is very important. And with this, Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Well, honorable members, at the conclusion of the debate, as many as are in favor of the motion listed 45 in today's order paper say aye. All those against say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion listed 45 is accordingly adopted. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, we have exhausted the day and we have done more than 5 hours, so we are in your hands. Thank you.
Very well. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I can see that my respected leader has plans tonight. So he's trying to push us to close.
What did you say?
Speaker, I am saying that I can see that my respected majority leader has plans tonight.
Why?
So he's planning to push us to close early.
Now think about the plan. You didn't say anything. Think about the plan.
Which plans do you have?
Think about the plan.
Speaker, we are in your hands, Speaker.
Oh, leader, yeah. Honourable members, I understand tomorrow being the last, there are a lot of business that will be conducted, so we are coming at 10 a.m. So please, no, that's why today we are not extending our sitting as we did yesterday. So the House is accordingly adjourned to tomorrow 10 o'clock in the forenoon. 10 o'clock in the forenoon. The House stands adjourned.
Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana.